It's funny. You think you're having a good hair day, and then you get on Zoom and you're like, oh, no, I'm not having a good hair day at all. At all. Never mind. I'm excited. Little hydration electrolyte that I'm drinking. Hmm. Here they come. Got the giggles. Why have I got the giggles? Hello. Hi.
Hi, hi.
How are you?
Thank you. Well, how are you?
Very well, thank you. Have you had a busy couple of weeks? It's been quite a few weeks since I've seen you. How's the course been going?
Yes, it's quite intense and it's so hard to blend it into your life with all
Mm,
your like work, family. Yeah.
definitely.
Like, to be
That's
honest, my maximum is just participating in all classes and nothing else actually.
Well done, you.
Luckily, I have this like one-to-one class with Anna. That's why somehow I have a practice.
amazing. Yeah, it's really difficult to do and get it all in, but like, I mean, obviously I've barely seen you all, but I'm sure you're doing amazing. And what I have been seeing is how proactive you've all been and yeah, how it's all coming together. How many more weeks is left? Is it just this week or have you got any more
One
time?
more, just one more, and
One
that's it.
more. Oh my gosh. And then you're graduated and fully fledged flying into the world. How exciting. Um,
But
yeah,
I
well,
hope
I mean,
that I will
yeah.
see the videos, recorded videos. Will it be like saved?
Yeah, so like I keep all my YouTube videos all these videos that I record, I put onto my YouTube channel just so anyone can click and access them. But I think they're normally just going to stay in the groups, all the videos and things. I just don't do it that way because data on my phone and putting it on there it doesn't seem to work for me. So yeah, I put mine straight onto a YouTube link. But ask Lila because I don't know if every teacher does it differently or what, but I do it my way. I'm a little bit of an anomaly. But yeah, that's what I do. So all of mine will be available, my love. If you ever want to just
Anyway, we have an access to Git course, and as I know, like I don't know how long we will have it, but
yeah.
pretty long.
Again, I'm probably not the best person to ask. I mean, from previous cohorts, like I've still got all the old not WhatsApp, Telegram groups on my phone. So like, I mean, I think you still have all access to that and like you can keep diving in. Obviously, don't hold me to that, but I just check with Lila maybe in the final week, just ask. She might specify, but yeah, all the groups are still pretty much open from what I can see. So you'll always be in those and be able to scan and scroll through if you need to, I think. Um,
Well, for Get course, it depends on your tariff. Mine is 3 months access after the course is over.
uh,
So it depends a bit on. I think somebody who's doing one-to-one with Lila, I think it said 4 months or 6 months. I'm not sure,
right,
but mine, for
okay.
example, it's three, so I know that I'll have 3 months to chop chop
Yeah.
on my
Yeah,
revision. Yeah.
excellent. Catch
But
up
if
with
you
strong.
know, if you look at the link she has in her profile, it will take you to the new course that's she's selling now, and it will tell you depending on what your mode is. It will tell you how long you can access it.
Well,
So,
there we
or
are.
you obviously can ask her, and she'll confirm that.
Yeah. Maybe just double check and just make sure you've downloaded and got everything that you've meant to have downloaded and like saved, just so you've got it all to hand. And like I said, I keep my videos just up on my YouTube. So mine will be up for forever. Now, I might turn them private, but you'll still be able to have access to them if you've got the link, which is in the group. So just make sure you've saved and bookmarked them all if you do ever want to go over
I was
them.
gonna ask Lilo if we're gonna have some sort of a graduation thing,
I know, we should have a little grad
just to see each
party.
other and like at least to say something like
Yeah, definitely. I'll put it to her. It'd be lovely to do it. I do love having like, I like to get to know you all individually, make sure we have a little chat before each class and whatnot. But yeah, it'd be good for you all to just, have a bit more of a social maybe and see if we can do that on Zoom. I'll I'll suggest that. Let me jot that down. Graduation party. You'll all have to get a cap and a gown.
party. I don't know, but at least because we work into different teams. So
Yeah.
like I'm team one and I know some people from team two, but like
Mm.
we hardly ever together all
Yeah.
together.
Sure thing. Yeah, it'll be good to do something like that. Yeah, let me put it to her and I'll see if we can organize something like that. Hopefully everyone can come. Brilliant. Well done for being here this morning, guys. I'm excited. Hello. We got Anna, Daria, Dasha, Eugene, Tanya, Agirium, and Katia. Thank you for changing your name, Katia. It was in a different language and I couldn't read it earlier. Lovely. So, has everyone had a little look at the not the speech, I guess, but we were going to do it last time. Do you remember? Has everyone
Yes.
had a little look at the shadowing and reading through that and everything? Yeah, a few nods. I'll put them in the group chat. We're going to do a warm up like usual anyway, but just thought I'd see how we're getting on with that. And I've got some tongue twisters, which again I've put in the chat. But for now, let's do a little physical, guys. Let's wake up those bodies. Let's get some shoulder rolls happening. If you're sat down, nice and upright, both hips on the chair. If you're stood up, which I think Agirium is in the fresh air. Yeah, excellent. Lovely, lovely. Maybe just get your heads moving a little bit, wake up those necks nice and gently, not throwing yourself into any big moves, just softly loosening off. That's what we're here for. Lovely. I was saying before you all arrived, I was looking at myself on Zoom and I was like, oh, I thought I was having a really good hair day today. And then I see myself on Zoom and I'm like, no, I'm not. Why? Anyway, we'll ignore that. Keep those shoulders moving for me. Very good. And let's bring those elbows in. Oh, hello, little one. Anna's got a little bug with her. Bring those elbows in, lift those elbows out. Hey, girl. And we're just going to do some elbow circles now. So we're shoulder circling with our elbows. Very good. Good. Getting that blood flowing. Do join in if you can. It's our last time together. Good. And now let's try and match that inhalation and exhalation. So as we breathe in, bring the elbows up, hover at the top, and exhale down and in. And yeah, let those hands just gently caress your jaw a little bit. Let more people in. Keep going. Breathing in. Exhale. Breathing in. Feel the burn. Exhale. Good. And then just back to shoulders again. Breathing in. Exhale. Nice and slowly. In. Exhale. I've got a bit of a blocked nose today. The weather has turned here in England. Definitely got the winter chill. Oh, very good. Whoo la la. Don't know about you, but I can really feel it in my trapezius muscles. There's a bit of tension there. Good. Well done. Let's tilt one ear to one shoulder, taking some nice deep breaths, stretching out that neck, and maybe use your other hand that you're stretching away from to reach to the ground. Really encourage that stretch. Yeah, man, if you want to go one step further, like Daria and Eugene, you can always place your hand on and pull it down very gently. Very, very gently, please. Don't want any heads popping off. Lovely. And then release that hand. Come back to neutral. Before you go to the next side, just notice any change. Even that short stretch, you can feel a slight shift in those muscles. Good. Stretch and release in those muscles. Other side, taking some deep breaths. Again, reach down with your hand that you're pulling away from if you want to, and if you do want to place your hand on top, just to increase the depth of stretch. Go crazy, go wild, go for it. Lovely, darlings. And straighten up. And again, I really like the analogy of imagining your head is a balloon and your spine is a lovely soft fabric ribbon, and we're just, floating and bobbing along a little bit. All right. So always try and keep that sense of light lengthening in your spine and in your neck. And it will do wonders for you, trust me. Lovely, lovely job. So let's just do a little bit of pucker smiling then. Get those lips and those articulators woken up. Pucker, smile. Big smiles. Yeah, good. Pucker, smile. Remember to breathe. Keep your balloon head floating. And let's pick up the pace then. So pucker, smile. Lovely. Good. And let that go for a moment. Ooh, have a little head shake. And now let's do pucker, sucker, smiling. So remember, we're going to pucker, lips together like a very tight kiss around a straw. Sucker, we're going to release that like this. Can you see what I'm doing? Like a tentacle of an octopus, yeah? And then we're going to smile. And then we're going to sucker again. Pucker. Sucker. Smile. Sucker. Mm-hmm. It's quite hard to say the words when I'm trying to do it, isn't it? Ha ha. Very good. So in your own time, keep breathing. Keep loosening off. If you feel yourself shoulders crawling in or anything like that, stop, pause, have a shake, start again. Okay. Good, guys. Welcome everyone who's just joined as well. Good. A few more. Excellent. Whew. Let that go. Lovely jubbly. Let's get our 3 fingers and let's just loosen off that top lip a little bit. And take some deep breaths while we're doing this. Nice and relaxed, yeah. And maybe just give it a little pinch, actually. That's quite fun. Pinch it off, yeah. Oh, lovely. And then bottom lip, give that a wiggle. Loosen it off. And again, guys, even practice, even if you can't get, if you have just joined, we were just saying it's quite hard to get practice in sometimes. There's so much going on in your life. Actually practicing in your British accents, working on your English work. Excuse me. Even just doing these little exercises and peppering them in throughout your week, it's going to have a real impact on how you navigate your progress moving forward. So do keep these little exercises in your back pocket, ready to just play around with when you got 5 minutes while you're waiting for the kettle to boil. You know, do your pucker, sucker, smiling. Maybe not at work, you might look like a crazy person, but wherever feels comfortable for you, do get them in because it is really, really it's going to be the anchoring of remembering how to use your apparatus properly. Good. We're going to do tongue boot camp now. So we are going to go from 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3. Great. So what we're going to do is 7 tongue circles in one direction, 7 in the other, 6 in the other direction, 6 in the other. So circling just around behind the lips, yeah? Like so. Keeping the lips separate. We don't want to keep everything really tight. We're really loosening off that tongue muscle, okay? So do it in your own time. Don't cheat. I'm watching. Stick with it and keep breathing. Let's go. It's not a race, but really focus on the task at hand. Remember to breathe. Loosen off if you need to. This is intense. Keep going, guys. Good. Oh, use the breath if it gets hard. I'm only at 5 and I'm already aching, but keep it going. Feel the burn, feel the discomfort. That's how you grow and improve. Keep going. God, you all look beautiful. Can I just say that? Keep going. You've got this. Keep going. Swallow if you need to. Um, oh, keep going if you've still got some to do. It's not a race, no rush. If you have finished, give yourself a little massage of that jaw. Let that tongue hang heavy now. Really try and let that tongue almost like hang in the hammock of your jaw as you just massage your temples and very gently allow that jaw to release. Tongue heavy, yeah, good. Try again. Out breath. Yeah, good guys. Loosening that jaw off. If you do feel any more tension in your jawline, just give that a go. Keeping that tongue nice and loose and heavy. Yeah, a little massage between those teeth in those jaw muscles. Lovely. And then maybe get your thumb and just gently massage under the jaw. That's where like the root of your tongue is kind of heading down to the larynx. Very gently, nothing too uncomfortable, just loosening it off. Yeah, nice one. Nice one, guys. Final thing we're going to do here before we do some articulation, tongue hook. Imagine there is a hook at the end of your tongue attached to a piece of string and you are pulling it out of your mouth. Let's do it on breath first of all, and then follow my lead. We'll add some voice and sound in there as well, okay? So tongue out. Yeah, we did voice straight away. Keep breathing. Really feel it, stretch and pull. Okay. Oh God. There. Crazy eyes. Give me the crazy eye. Am I? Good, let's add some voice in there. Ooh. Crazy sounds. Yeah, a bit of fun. Ah. Nice. Oh, ooh. Good, let that exercise go. Have a little shake. Ugh. Wet dog on breath, we call that one at drama school. That was what my teacher would say. Wet dog on breath, and we'd all go, how brilliant, how random. Thus is an actor's life. Lovely. Well done, guys. That was wonderful work. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Let's go on to some articulation now. So I've put in the chat already. In fact, let me add it again because some of you have joined after I've added it, I think. But it is also in the Telegram. We're just going to do some consonant work with the vowel sounds as well. So very simply, I think we did this in our first session, but forgive me if we didn't. I'll just quickly explain. We're just going to go bab, beb, bib, bob, bub. So we've got all of the vowels, a, e, o, ah. Okay, so we've got those. Those are a staple, but we are going to change the consonant either side of those vowel sounds. So as I've put in the chat, I've just written it normal, should I say, on the top line. Then I've got the phonetics underneath. We're going to start with B. So repeat after me. We're just going to simply go bab. Your turn. Good. Beb, bib, bob, bub. Boom. So we've done the B's. Then we're going to move on to the voiceless sound. So we've got P now. Pap, pep, pip, pop, pop. Excellent. Really, really good, guys. So yeah, this is just a very simple exercise. We do want to turn up the articulation and effort levels a little bit more than maybe we would in natural speaking. In our natural speaking way, okay? But this is just an exercise. We're just trying to get those muscles really working and reminding ourselves what shape we need to make, depending on the vowel afterwards and before, or not afterwards and before, but the vowel in between the consonants. It's going to have an impact on how difficult that consonant is to make. So this is a good exercise just to wake that up, okay? So let's move on to D then. Nice and clearly. Dad, dead, did, dod, dud. Excellent. Well done. I'm really trying to watch. Even though I can't hear you, I can see what shapes you're all making, all right? So make sure you're kind of following my lead on the shapes. I know you're reading as well. Excuse me, I've got a terrible cough. 1 second. Oh, goodness me, you can tell the weather's changed because everyone's coughing and spluttering now, myself included. Good, so we've just done D. Let's move on to T now. Nice and crisp and clear, yeah? Tat, tet, tit, tot, tut. Beautiful. G, gag, geg, gig, gog, gug. Excellent. Well done. K, the voiceless version of G. Hack, heck, hick, cock, cuck. Well done. Moving on. V, vav, vev, viv, vov, Vav. Yeah, well done. Lovely job, guys. F. Faff. I say that word all the time, by the way. Oh, it's a bit too much faff. That's a real word that we use on a daily. Feff. Fifth. Foff. Fuff. Delightful. R. Rawr. Rare. Rear. Roar. Rawr. Good, guys. Well done. M. Mam. Mem. Mim. Mom. Mum. Excellent. Well done. N for November. Nan. Nen. Nin. Non. None. None. Beautiful. And finally, Z. Zaz. Zez. Ziz. Zoz. Zuz. Nicely done. Well done, everybody. Let's move on to tongue twisters then. Because of time last time as well, we didn't manage to get round to the speech that we're working on today. So we are going to do tongue twisters. I'm going to try and keep them as brief as possible. And yeah, we'll do them as a group to begin with, and then I might kind of just hotspot on each of you and just give you one to do to save a bit of time. Let me have a little cough again. One second. Goodness me, thank you so much. Let's start with 11 benevolent elephants. Your turn as a group. Again, 11 benevolent elephants. Okay. In fact, I will get you to pick which one you want to work on individually, actually. So do have a think as we're going through which one you find the most difficult so we can quickly work on it together. Next one. Susie sits in a shoe shine shop. Good. Susie sits in a shoe shine shop. Let's add some rhythm in there. Yeah, lovely. Well done. Don't be afraid to physicalize if you need to. Thin sticks, thick bricks. Thin sticks, thick bricks. Double it. Yeah, well done. Really, really good. Moving on. He threw 3 free throws. Excellent. Well done. You have done these ones before and they were not perfect, so we're doing them again. Good observation. Let's try that one again. He threw 3 free throws. Excellent. Well done. You'll also notice as well, I'm doing them quicker for you as well. So before we were really working on anchoring in the shapes and getting them spot on, and I wanted less meaning and more muscular effort from you. We're kind of picking up the pace a little bit now. This is our last session. You've got one more week of the course left. So I want to see and check in with how much you've improved. Okay. Well done, guys. Moving on. T for 2 or T for 10? Excellent. Well done. We used a schwa there. So now let's take the schwa away on 4. Let's make it 4. Yeah, we just did for 2. Okay, let's try without the schwa. T for 2 or T for 10. Excellent. Well done. This one's new, I'll have you know. I did this morning. Pippa's purple pen was pretty perfect. Pippa's purple pen was pretty perfect. Good, well done. And then we've got red leather, yellow leather again, doubling it up. So red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Well done, guys. Very good, very good. Final one, a proper coffee in a copper coffee pot. Good, one more time. A proper coffee in a copper coffee pot. And I haven't put a proper cup of coffee in this one because I actually think that's slightly easier rhythm wise. So actually, I've done this one on purpose to try and trip you up a little bit. Because why not? Why not? Lovely. Let's go through individually then, as we have done a shorter warm up. Pick which one you want to do, and we'll come to it. Please pick one that is most challenging for you. That's what we're here for, yeah? So let's have a little go. Pop your hand up when you're ready to go, and I'll come to you. And let's see where our tongue twisters are at on this fabulous Sunday morning. Katia, well done. First to arrive, first to put her hand up. Love and life. Let's do it.
Okay. Red leather, yellow leather. I have trouble with this leather.
Try again, do it again.
Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather.
Yeah, good. Okay, so when you do the red leathers, you start saying leather almost like a z, very close to a z. You're keeping the voice in there, yellow leather. I think because the yellow, maybe you're able to pull away on the voice a bit more. I'm not sure. Anyway, so what we want to make sure when you're doing the red leathers, you've still got exactly what you're doing on the yellow leathers coming in the leathers, yeah? So really try and concentrate on not having the voice involved. Oh, not the voice involved, but you need the less z sound and more sound. Can you hear the difference? I think the second one involves the teeth a little bit more. Z, to me, the vibration is happening up here, whereas on it's kind of more forward in my mouth. So just try red leather and really try and avoid the Z sound and shape and try and get the vibrations a little bit further forward to make the TH on voice. Yeah?
Red leather, yellow leather.
Yeah,
Red
fantastic.
leather, yellow leather.
Really good. Well done. It just requires a bit more mindfulness from you, I think. Really, really good. The next thing I would just say is just a bit more of a placement thing. Leather, leather. I feel like it's kind of dropping back and down a little bit. Leather, leather. I want you to kind of think that the word is still flowing forward and out of your mouth and just keep it a little bit lighter and a little bit less throaty. Leather, leather, leather. It's a light L and we're just throwing it forward or releasing it forward gently. Does that make sense?
I
So just
have I think I have this problem between this light L and the because you need to move fast from this place to this.
yeah.
Red leather, yellow leather.
Yeah.
Red leather, yellow leather.
Absolutely. Really, really good. I can see your tongue's really kind of bouncing around and the tip is doing what it needs to do, but keeping a little bit loose. Sometimes if we try and force a bit too much tension, it interferes and actually then, yeah, it doesn't sound quite right. That was really, really excellent. Well done visualizing that forward. Now on the yellow, even though that is, I suppose technically, is that a dark L? Yellow, yellow. I'd like that again a little bit more lighter and softer. Yellow, yellow. Just say yellow.
Yellow, yellow,
Yeah. One more time.
yellow,
One more time.
yellow.
Yeah, good. And on that beginning of the word, yellow, try and avoid doing that too much. What I'm hearing at the moment is yellow, 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 yellow. We're going straight on to the yod confidently and clearly, yeah? Yellow, yellow.
Yellow, yellow.
Delightful. Loving life. Right, put that all together and do the tongue twister again. Try your best. You got this.
Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather.
Excellent. Really, really good effort. I'd say keep practicing that. Final thing I'm going to throw at you just because it's the last one. I want you to have lots to think about. Be careful. Red doesn't become red. Red. Ed.
Red.
Yeah. Try again. Red.
Red.
Good. One more time.
Red.
Red. Red. Red. Red. Red.
Red.
Red. What I think is happening is the side of your tongue is staying quite high on the red. 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 If anything, I want you to imagine that your mouth is kind of scooping up at the sides as you do it. Red. Red.
Red. Red. Red.
Yeah, good. Red. 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 Ed. Hang on a minute. Red. 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 I want the back of the tongue to move down and up again rather than staying up high. Essentially, red. As you do the r sound, imagine that you're on a roller coaster on a car and you're like dipping down. Red. Can you do that for me? That action.
Red.
Yeah. Okay, good. Red.
Red.
Okay, good. And really get these corners of the mouth going wide for me. Red.
Red.
Yeah, good. Okay. I think getting your corners engaged is going to help you get the width that I'm after. It's making more of a air sound than a rad sound. Okay. Red, red, red. Do that.
red, red, red.
Yeah, okay, good. It's getting there better. I would say for you, and I think I saw you do it earlier, physicalize these things and see if that can have an impact on how you do it. Because I think when you were thinking down and low, it actually made your mouth do what I was asking it to do, or wanted it to do. So really, really good. Have you got any questions about anything that I've given you? Excellent. Just make sure, yeah, go over all of those and just make sure that you see if there's a way you can practice all of those and see the difference as well, or hear the difference. And one thing you said as well about the L and the TH, this is a note for any of you guys. If you find that there is a consonant cluster or some consonants that when they're put together, you really struggle with, use the bab, beb, bib, bob, bub exercise and put them in there. So for you, what we could do, Katya, is put the L at the beginning and then the TH at the end. Lath, leth, lith, loth, love, yeah? And it will help
Okay.
you, like define it easier moving forward as a practice. Well done, Katya. Amazing. Let's remove you. Up next, Daria, please.
Pippa's purple pen was pretty perfect.
Yes, it was. It's one of my favorite pens. Just a standard biro, but it's delightful to write with. Well done. Pippa's. Just say Pippa's.
Pippa's.
Yeah, good. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Just say the whole tongue twister again, one more time for me.
Pippa's purple pen was pretty perfect.
Okay, fantastic. Really good. Pretty perfect. I'd watch the intonation here. Pretty. We want to try and make sure it's a little bit. Yeah, go on.
Pretty perfect.
Close. Yeah, pretty perfect. Let's just try that for now.
Pretty perfect.
Yeah, good. Better. Okay, lovely. And on that pretty, was pretty perfect. Let's really. Do you know who Mary Poppins is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you're kind of on the verge of Mary Poppins and pretty perfect, perfectly imperfect. It's a little bit it's kind of playful, but I don't feel like you're making it playful. So can we try and employ the lovely articulation that you're doing, but can we add some more personality in there? So can you try and make sure that if you're going to say it like pretty perfect and quite clipped and quite you know, dotted, I suppose, can we try and add a bit more personality in there that you're being quite playful? Because it's just a crappy little biro pen, isn't it? But you're saying it's pretty perfect. You can't think of anything better you'd rather do than write with your purple pen today. So let's just add a bit more personality in there. Do the whole tongue twister again, and let's see what that comes up with.
Pippa's purple pen was pretty perfect.
Good. Do you know what? I actually feel like you went the other way a little bit and it went more natural. But it was good. That was kind of what I wanted to get to, but I wanted the extreme of the Mary Poppins style. Really, really good. I think for you, just Pippa, just say Pippa's again.
Pippa's.
Pippas, yeah. Pippas. I don't know if it's because it's going Pippas, Pippas, Pippas.
Pippa's.
Yeah, again?
Pippa's.
Yeah, I think there might be just before a little bit too much breathiness after the P. Pippas, Pippas. Do you see what I'm doing? Rather than Pippas, Pippas.
Pippa's.
Yeah, yeah. It's a bit of a weird word. You probably won't meet all that many Pippas, but actually, it's quite a popular name now. Actually, I've lied. You will hear lots of Pippas and meet
You're
lots
the
of
first
Pippas.
one I met.
Oh, yeah, well, there you go then. There you are. I tell everyone, I normally get when I'm walking down the street or I meet someone and I'm like, oh, my name's Pippa. They normally go, oh, my nan's dog's called Pippa. I normally get compared to a dog. It's quite a popular dog's name, but I think Pippa Middleton changed that since the wedding, since Kate's wedding. But anyway, that was really, really good. I'd say do it again. I think for you, it's just being mindful, Daria, at the end of sentences, just on your intonation in particular. We don't want to fall into your natural rhythm because actually your Pippa's purple pen was really nice and bouncy, but then we kind of went into the robotic kind of tones. In the pretty perfect, it kind of like died down a bit like Siri, and we want to make sure it's still like got a little bit of a bounce, especially if it is a sentence like that where you're saying you're describing the pen and the description comes at the end. So we want to make sure that is prominent in the sentence. Okay, so just try it again, keep it natural, and you're really jealous of my beautiful pen.
Pippa's purple pen was pretty perfect.
Yeah, good, close. Well done, well done. Pretty perfect.
Pretty perfect.
Pretty perfect. Just break it up.
Pretty perfect.
Yeah, good. I think for you, really test yourself on trying to change it as much as you can and see how that makes you feel and what personality and attitude you can put behind each sentence, even a sentence like this, as silly as this, just to keep breaking you out of your natural rhythm. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Really, really good. Well done. Well done. Let's leave you there. Any questions though, Daria? No? No, fabulous, darling. Well done. Well done. Remove pin. We've got Anna Turner, please.
Hello,
Hello, dear.
I'll try the same.
Mhm.
Pippa's purple pen was pretty perfect.
Really, really good. Pretty. Just say pretty.
Pretty.
Yeah, good. I think make sure you got the E on the end of pretty, so it's not too pretty perfect. Pretty perfect.
Pretty perfect.
Yeah, good. And now really quickly, let's squish them together because I think you can do it. Pretty perfect.
Pretty perfect.
Yeah, excellent. Well done. And perfect as a word, it's definitely spelt and looks like it should be said perfect. Sometimes we might say that, but if we're saying it quite quickly, like I just got you to, we'd probably say perfect. Perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah, so carefully it doesn't become perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
So it's like E, perfect.
Oh, perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Try again.
Perfect.
Yeah, good. I just put another one in because I didn't say the T, put the C in, but make sure it's got the K sound before the T. Perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah, thank you very much. Lovely. And actually you can pull back on the K a little bit, so pretty perfect. Just make sure it's like a nod to the K shape, and the K sound.
Pretty perfect.
Yeah, really, really good. Perfect. And then let's make sure it's perfect. Now let's try that one as well, because you went back to perfect.
Okay. Pretty perfect.
Yeah, really, really good. Fantastic work. So yeah, just a general, guys, like you might say like, oh, it was perfection, or oh, it was perfect. Like you might josh it up a little bit and zhuzh up the word. Or if you're trying to perfect a skill, like working on perfecting your British accent, you might say perfect. But often in like general conversation, if we're kind of keeping it up quite quick and it's the pace quite quick and it is a bit jovial, we'd like to say it's perfect. Oh, it's a perfect cup of tea. Yeah, it was a perfect one. Okay, so try that. So good, Anna. Let's do it again. Let's make sure, again, like I just gave actually before, let's see if we can make the pretty perfect, almost sarcastic. Yeah, do you know what I mean when I say it? Yeah. So let's see if how it might come across then, but like, oh wow, I'm talking about a pen. Great. Let's see how the sentence comes across if you try it like that.
Okay. Pippa's purple pen was pretty perfect. I forgot again. Perfect.
Good. Well
Just like
done. Well done.
that.
It's tricky. It's tricky. It's just food for thought and things to play with. There's never, yes, there is something set in stone, I guess, when you were doing your British accent, but there is a lot more flexibility in there than you realize, I think. So I'm trying to remind you that you have that playful opportunity as well. I didn't get a lot of sarcasm though. I'm not going to lie, Anna. Can we make it a bit more sarcastic, playful, roll in the eyes, whatever you need to do to make it a little bit something else?
Okay. Pippa's purple pen was pretty perfect.
Yeah, good. Nice smile. Change the pitch a little bit as well at the beginning. Pretty perfect. Yeah, really good. Much, much nicer. Well, not necessarily nicer. It was sarcastic, so you could argue it was meaner. But that was lovely. Thank you so much. Have you got any questions about the sentence at all?
No, thank you.
It was good. Yeah. Yeah, really well done. Really, really nicely done. And keep up the good work, Hannah. Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I was about to mute myself then. That's not the button I'm trying to do. Olga, that's what I'm trying to do. Get Olga up here.
Hi,
Hello, my dear. How are you?
good, thanks. For me, the most difficult is the 1, 2, 3. So the first one.
Okay, go on then. Give it a go.
He threw three. He threw three throws.
Yeah, really, really good. First thing I'd say is that tapped R. Do you know what I mean when I say tapped R? No. So through
No.
3 throws. That sort of tapped, that's called a tapped R when we're kind of ing on our R's, yeah? I don't want that. We don't really use it in a British accent ever, unless we're being a little bit sassy and playful, okay? So through 3 free throws. Can you hear how I'm not tapping my R's, yeah?
Yeah.
So I want you to slow down the whole thing. Don't worry about doing it quickly at this stage. Really see if you can just slow it down and mentally isolate each of those shapes. 3 free throws. Just try that for now, the 3 free throws, okay?
3, 3, 3. Through, 3, 3
You did the
throws.
first two really, really well, but then I think you tripped yourself up. Just do the 3.
3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3 throws.
Well done. Really, really good. So one thing I'll just give you to as a tip, Olga, in your practice, really, again, slow it down, guys. This is a general note. I think I've said it maybe to you before, the other group that I was coaching recently. It's really important to, if you repeat it, but you're not sure what you're repeating, you're just repeating the same that you've been doing. Yeah. It's really important to slow down and just repeat slowly and just check that you're doing it right. I think what was happening there, Olga, is that you were kind of running ahead a little bit and then you were just saying it 3, 3, 3 because you're trying to figure out what you're doing, which is good. But for this exercise, it's just worth slowing it down even more. And let's just do it really slowly. Try to just do it once and then see how it was before you just repeat it a few times. Let's just try it a little bit slower. So 3. Try that for me.
3,
Good. Fantastic.
3,
Well done, darling. 3.
3,
Do you see how slowly I'm doing it? 3. Almost. 2 words.
3,
Fantastic. Thank you.
3,
Again.
3.
Excellent. Really, really well done. So that second time you did it, you did actually bring the tapped R again in a little bit, but the third time you pulled back on it a little bit more. So this is good. Just do it 3 more times slowly. And I really want you to focus on not tapping that R. So I'll repeat after me. 3,
3,
3.
3.
Excellent. Good. You copy my lips better. Well done, darling. 3.
3.
Excellent. Well done. And I was trying to get you to hold on that E sound a little bit more because that will help with the width a little bit more. Lovely. Really, really well done. We're just going to squish them together a little bit more. But again, that sensation that you avoided, the tapta, 3, we're still trying to avoid that. Okay. So really want to fight with all of your energy to bring it closer together, but make sure we've still got that crisp clarification of the sounds and shapes that we've just made. 3.
3, 3,
Good. Slow down, slow down, slow down. 3.
3,
3.
3,
Good. 3.
3.
Well done. Really, really good. Okay. So again, did you started to like gallop off away from me and I was like, slow down, slow down. Yeah. Just because again, we were starting to bring the intrusive in there a little bit and we don't want that to intrude on our lovely R sounds. I think that's the biggest thing that I would encourage you to do is just slow down and get it down. You can do it. You've just done it. Let's just say 3, nice and slowly and clearly.
3,
Well done. Lovely. 3.
3,
Good.
3,
Good. Brought it in a little bit then, didn't we? Again. 3.
3.
Yeah, good. Okay, well done. So yeah, when we make the TH sound, our tongue is up high, isn't it? Or it's, and for me, it's between my teeth. It's quite tense in the tip of the tongue. When we come to make the R sound, 3, we need to loosen off the tip of the tongue and bring it back to lift it gently into the R shape. Yeah. So what's happening is your tongue is going from quite a tense state into quite a soft, neutral state, into very quickly a kind of mid energetic state, a mid-tense state to make the R sound, and then we have to release it again. So there's lots of stress and work followed by lots of release in this shape and sound. Does that make sense what I'm saying? I'm just trying to articulate what your tongue is doing. Does that make sense, Olga? Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, anything we can do to replicate that kind of movement and shape is going to really, really help. Avoiding the rrr. So what I want you to practice is the bab, beb, bib, bob, bub, but maybe putting the TH and an R at the end of it, or at the beginning of it, followed by those vowel sounds. And also, everyone can do this now. Let's just do a little bit of a tongue wiggle and a tongue wave. So the tip of your tongue, I want it to tap the roof of your mouth, and then I want it to come down to the bottom of your teeth. So let's open the jaw a little bit, and let's let the tongue just bounce around. Yeah. Lovely. And then let's let that tip of the tongue lock up at the top of the mouth, like a little push up. Release. And just the tip of the tongue. We're not pushing the whole tongue up to the roof of the mouth, just the tip, yeah? Release. Release. Excellent. Well done. So again, all these little exercises, we're teaching our tongue to do different movements and develop strength where maybe we're lacking it, and also develop the ability to release where it's not able to quite do that just yet. Okay. So for you, Olga, I think really work on those exercises for me that we've just kind of gone through. And let's just try, for fun, let's just try the whole tongue twister again. I want you to do it all really slowly. Just say each word once and commit to making it strong, really avoiding that tapped R. So he, threw, three, free, throws. That's as simple and slow as I want it from you, okay? Give it another go. You can do it.
He threw, three,
Good. Next word.
throws.
Yeah, good. Well done. Well done. I think it's the throws where we're really getting into the tapped R and we lean into that a little bit more. The others you did really, really well. So well done. Just watch out on that throw. It's, I think when we add the flutter, it's like a throw. But actually, if we're throwing something, it's a quicker, slicker motion, isn't it? Throw. I want you to think more direct and through. So just try throw one more time for me.
Throw.
It's good.
Throw.
Good. So what I'm doing as well is I'm loosening my
Throw.
jaw and opening my mouth a little bit more. Throw. That was better, wasn't it? So yeah, I think for you as well, making sure that jaw isn't like locked shut, throw, because then actually you're restricting the movement, which is making you rely on your tapped R to make the R sound. Whereas actually if you loosen off a little bit and let your articulators do what they need to do in the rest of the word, it will help you make the R sound. Throw. It helps get the throw onomatopoeic sound through in the word. Does that make sense, Olga?
Throw.
Good. Well done. Better. Throw. One more time.
Throw. Throw.
Better. Much better. I think for you, it's just mindfully really practicing it and making sure that you're doing one or the other. Yeah. But you can do it and you've done it. So well done. Any questions?
No.
Well done. You've got lots to
Thank you.
practice. Yeah, no worries. You're welcome, my love. Oh, Anna has been. Tanya, please.
Right. Hello. I'll stick to your latest edition then, even if everyone tried.
No, it's all good.
Pippa's purple pen was pretty perfect.
Yeah, lovely, perfect. Well done. You did perfect and not perfect. Loving life. Pen, however, I'm not sure what happened on pen. Just say pen.
Pen.
Pen. Yeah, careful it's not pen. Pun. I think we're getting to the N and making it a bit nasal, a bit too fast almost. So it's kind of like the whole tongue is lifting. Pen. N.
Pen.
You see, yeah, my tongue is actually kind of like in a mid location, but it's the lifting of the tip of the tongue, just like we've practiced with lovely Olga. We want to get that tip of the tongue up. So just try again. Pen.
Pen.
Yeah, that's it. Fantastic. Well done. Just do the whole tongue twister again, making sure the pen is a pen and not a...
Pippa's purple pen was pretty perfect.
Yeah, really, really good. Pretty. Just say pretty.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty perfect. Pretty perfect.
Pretty perfect. Yeah. I'd actually give you permission as well on the T's. A lot of people, I don't think necessarily it suits you, but again, this is a general note for all of you. I'm sure you've done this with Lilo or James or whomever already. Pretty. We'll use a glottal
Pretty
instead.
perfect.
Yeah, pretty perfect. Yeah, that's the thing. So if you're going to use the T, similar to what I was trying to explain earlier, like when we do really articulate words, sometimes it's because we're trying to be either funny or sarcastic or, put a more attitude onto the word. For you, though, I think your natural tendency is to get your T's really crisp, which is great. But I actually give you permission, instead of it being a level 10 out of 10 on the T's, can we try a level like 5 out of 10 on the T's in terms of how crisply you're hitting them? Pretty, rather than pretty. Pretty,
Pretty.
pretty, pretty. Can we just soften them up a bit?
Pippa's um, Pippa's purple pen was pretty perfect.
Yeah, good. Well done. You did the glottal entirely there. Good. Well done. You can do that. Let's see if we can soften up the T's a little bit now. Pretty perfect. Pretty perfect.
Pretty perfect.
Better. Yeah. It's just
Pretty
making sure we're not, even though it's a tongue twister, not kind of making it sound too effortful when it doesn't need to be. Pretty perfect. You know.
Pretty
Yeah.
perfect.
So again, it's not like a set in stone way. I want you to do it, but I just want you to be able to do all of them so that you can tailor it depending on how you're coming across to the person you're speaking to. Does that make sense, Tanya?
Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing. Be careful though, when I gave you something else to work on, your pen went back to pen. So just try and make sure we got the pen, that lovely open shape before we come back to the N shape.
Pen.
Pen.
Pen. Pen.
Better. Pen.
Pen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hold
I know
on.
my tends to go to sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. So it's just making sure that we're really mindfully avoiding that. So try
Pen.
again for me.
Pippa's purple pen was pretty perfect.
Yeah, good. Well done. Well done. Pretty perfect. Lovely. Yeah, for you, Tanya, I would say actually, I think pronouncing the T is actually a bit more to you and your personality. So I would maybe not say pretty when you are doing it. I would say pretty, but just make sure the T's are a little bit softer. Does that make sense?
Pretty perfect.
Yeah,
Pretty,
that's
thank you. It's pretty perfect.
pretty perfect. Pretty perfect explanation. Have you got any questions?
No. Thank you.
Fantastic. You're welcome. Well done, darling. Lovely. Oh, is Olga being or is that a different Olga? Have we got two Olgas? I've only written down one. Let's go to Dasha for now, please.
A proper coffee in a copper coffee pot.
Lovely. Well done. Just say coffee.
Coffee?
Yes. Okay, do the whole tongue twister again.
A proper coffee in a copper coffee pot.
Yeah, really, really good. Really good. Proper coffee pot. I think coffee. Rather than caw, I feel like we're sending that O sound a little bit like back, cough, cough, caw. I feel it up here and back here. Coffee when I do it like that. Caw, in the mouth, like a hot potato. Okay, I always use this hot potato analogy. So rather than thinking coffee, even though the k needs to start at the back of the throat, I want us.
Yeah, I would concentrate on K sound.
Yeah, exactly. So
Because
that
I know you always use Russian K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where it naturally sits for you, which is absolutely fine. I would just say, of course, like in the British accent that we're working on, it's now about bringing it forward. So even though we've got the caw, it doesn't have to stay there. Caw, that's what I don't want. Caw. I want it forward and more in the mouth. So like that K sound is springboarding it forward for you rather than keeping it back. So just try again.
Coffee. Yeah.
Copper coffee. Say that.
A proper coffee in a copper coffee pot.
Yeah, good. Really, really well done. It's quite subtle on the copper as well because we've got the P, but we have got the P at the front of the mouth, which helps a little bit. Cop. So just say cop, like a cop, like a policeman. Cop.
Cop.
Again.
Cop.
Yeah, excellent. Cop. So cop. I'd still encourage you to imagine that you're sending the voice up and over like a little rainbow coming from here over to the lips or beyond the lips even. Just because what's happening now is the P sound is kind of stifling the sound a little bit too much, I would say. And I still want it to be, Pippa, copper. That the P isn't stopping the sound. It's just a temporary before we release it moving forward still. So copper. Yeah, good. Well done. Copper. One more time.
Copper.
Yeah, better. Good. So well done. I think it's because it's just a tongue twister exercise and you're trying to be strong on your P's, but I'd actually give you permission now to lighten off on your P's, especially in this proper, copper. It's just a brief hiatus to get before we get on with the rest of the word, yeah? Does that make sense, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, Dasha, do the whole thing again, really mindfully. Keep thinking forward and more in the mouth, less back of the throat. And let's see if we can make sure those P's are just a brief moment of interruption. Yeah.
A proper coffee in a copper coffee pot.
Yeah, good. Well done. Well done. Coffee, coffee. Say coffee again.
Coffee.
Coffee. Yeah, coffee. Be careful it doesn't become coffee. Co. Oh, we're still doing the lovely oh sound. Hot potato, okay? Just say hot potato for me.
Hot potato.
Yeah, again.
Hot potato.
Yeah, excellent. Can you hear and feel how when you go hot, that aspirate, can you feel the air like touching the roof of your mouth a little bit? Hot and coming forward. Hot.
Hot.
And you feel the air
Yeah.
moving.
Yeah.
The aspirate. I want that sensation to happen every time you do like an oh sound. I still want there to be like an extra bit. Oh, I don't know if this is terrible coaching. Almost more airflow, dare I say it, as you go to the oh sound. Or not more airflow, but I still need you to visualize that that shape is in your mouth, where the tongue is lowered and the air is in your mouth to make the oh sound, that sound and shape. Yeah, makes sense?
Yeah, I'll try.
Try again. Good. Nice and slowly. Don't feel like you need to rush it.
On the coffee or full tank?
Whole thing.
A proper coffee in a copper coffee pot.
Try one more time for me. Really, really well done. And I just smooth it all out a little bit more as well now. So a proper coffee in a copper coffee pot. Just think of it really breezy. Have a little shake off if you need to. Breezy through.
A proper coffee in a copper coffee pot.
Yeah, much better. Well done. Well done. Again, this is a prime example. It's the subtlest change, guys. This is a note for everyone. Dasha, I think it was getting it's a lot to take on, right? Isn't it? We just tense up a little bit, even though you weren't. Like, I think there's just that little pressure and we try and break things up in our head to make it make more sense. But sometimes we just need to let it go and smooth it out a little bit. And that sounded way more British when you just took that pressure off yourself a little bit to get it right. You actually get it right better. if that makes any sense. So really, really well done. I just think practicing what we've already established. I think now smoothing it out a little bit, and then furthermore just playing around with the intonations. It's not a proper coffee in a copper coffee pot. Now let's try a proper coffee. You know, it's not a crap coffee. Proper coffee in a copper coffee pot. That's how coffee should be served in your mind's eye. Okay, so let's add some personality onto it, and let's see if that impacts as well how it comes across in your British accent. Try one more time.
Proper coffee in a copper coffee pot.
Yeah, lovely. Well done. It just bounced along a little bit more and brought more joy to you. So guys, general note, start bringing your personality in as much as you can now, because it's going to massively impact how you say things and how you come across and how playful you can be in your British accent, okay? Sometimes I normally have more sessions with like a certain group, so I can kind of go into that in a little bit more detail. But there are other videos on my YouTube where I've done that with certain groups. Like I'm really keen on getting the personality and attitude across. So I'll put it in the group chat actually, because there's one in particular that might be really helpful for you all. But great, well done, lovely work, Dasha. Any questions?
No, thank you.
You're welcome, darling. Lovely. Pressing on, Svetlana, please.
Hello. So he threw 3 free throws.
Well done. Very good. Did we do this one before?
Yes.
Yeah, really good. I can tell that's improved. Try it one more time for me.
He threw 3 free throws.
Yeah, excellent work on not doing a tap jar. Well done. Biggest thing actually. He threw. Almost sounds like her through. He threw. So make sure we've still got the
He threw.
yeah, better. He threw.
He threw.
Yeah, like Heathrow. He threw.
He threw.
Yeah, good. Well done. And now actually what I would encourage you to do, we've got through. Oh, hang on, let me just put it in the chat. I don't know if you can see it. Through versus through. These words are pronounced exactly the same. However, what's different, I think, is what you're thinking in your brain, right? This is what I do with my actors. I'm like, what are you actually thinking when you say the word? Because if you're thinking something else, it's not gonna come across very well. Just then when we were practicing, it was fine. But I visualized that you were saying he threw, as in he went through something. But actually he threw something, didn't he? I keep doing this action for throw, because that's what we do when we throw something. So can you now really picture, Svetlana, what you're describing? He threw it. And let's just decide how he threw it. Did he throw it aggressively or was it calmly? How did he throw this ball?
Okay, maybe calmly.
Calmly, okay. He
Okay.
threw 3 free throws, and they were the most beautiful, calm, easily done football 3 throws that anyone has ever seen. Okay, so let's really visualize that as you're saying the whole tongue twister to make sure that me as the listener can understand clearly what you're saying. So try it again.
He threw 3 free throws.
Yeah, better. Thank you so much.
Okay.
It's a subtle thing, but it's just really important to make sure that we are not just looking at the word for being a word's sake. We're actually looking at it for what we're trying to communicate. That's why we're doing this. Is why you're all learning your British accent, right? To come across a different way in your communication. So always have what's the point of me saying this in your head now? Because you're very coachable, Svetlana, and I can tell you've worked lots and hard. I think that's the next step again, just like I was saying to Dasha just now. Good. Let's just try. He threw 3 free throws. Just say it all one more time for me. I feel like there was one more thing I wanted to pick you up on. Try again.
Okay. He threw 3 free throws.
Yeah, good. Be careful again. He threw. He threw. He threw. He did this thing.
He threw. Mhm.
And
He threw.
I think that's why I was thinking it was he threw. He threw. He went through this thing. And then that makes me think actually you're not very good on your English language because it sounds, do you know what I mean? It doesn't sound quite right. He did this thing. So make sure we don't rush, even though they're little unimportant words, they actually are quite important in this storytelling. It wasn't her that did it. It was he, that boy that punched my son in the face. He did this thing. Yeah. So make sure we pick up on that. Try one more time for me, my love. Well done.
Okay. He threw 3 free throws. No. He threw. He threw. He threw.
Yeah, let's try that.
He threw 3 free throws.
Yeah, good. Well done. Really, really good. And now just one more thing on the intonation, because that's what I was asking for in that exercise. I wanted more of a he did this thing. Yeah. Now he threw 3 free throws. Can you hear that intonation? He did this kind of thing. Can we try and mix it up a little bit and really pluck out those words that are important? He threw 3 of them. It wasn't just one. He did it 3 times. Yeah. So again,
Okay.
let's just see if we can pluck out the words that really help us tell the story.
Okay. He threw 3 free throws.
Yeah, good. Free throws. Excellent. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Much better. Again, for you, really play around with that intonation and what you're saying and how you're saying it now. Have you got any questions?
No, thank you very much.
That was
Thank
great.
you.
Well done. You're welcome. Good job, Svetlana. Ajirim.
Hi.
Lola. Back from your run now.
He threw, oh no, yes. He threw 3 free throws.
Yeah, really, really good. Try again. Again, let's loosen it off now, like you're just telling me something that you know someone did one time. Smooth it out a little bit more. He threw 3 free throws.
He threw 3 free throws.
Yeah, really good.
He
Really, really good.
threw. Mhm.
Go on, do it one more time.
He threw 3 free throws.
Yeah, good. Throws. So I think it's just mostly on intonation. Throws, throws. It's verging nearly perhaps onto a tap jar. Throws, 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 throws. Can we try and keep it a bit flatter? Throws, throws. And if anything, the only kind of this action is on the lips. Throws, throws. Yeah? Try
Yeah.
again.
Like my intonation goes down, but I cannot
want-
keep it strong. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like it rather than it to be throws, throws. Can I have throws, throws? A little bit flatter and strong.
Throws.
Yeah.
He threw 3 free throws.
Good. Better. Interesting, isn't it? I don't know if any of you observed, but because I gave adjirium something else to do at the end of the word, actually your beginning of the word lightened up and lifted more. You went, he threw 3 free throws. You just lifted it. And again, it's good. That's the kind of stuff now we need to work on, guys, especially as you're coming to the end of the course, because we tailor every little thing we say just to whatever we're doing and whoever we're talking to. Okay. So that was really good. Well done, well done. Just say it one more time and let's just see if we get that throws nice and strong.
He threw 3 free throws.
Yeah,
He
good.
threw 3 free throws.
Excellent. And now next step, 3 free. You're doing that more as an exercise. Those are, again, like I just said to Svetlana, he threw 3 of them. You normally only do 1 free throw at a time, but he's done 3. He did these 3 things. Okay, so make sure, let's get that 3 free doesn't become an exercise in one word. He threw 3 free throws. It was freaking amazing.
Stress. Okay.
Yeah.
He threw 3 free throws.
Yeah, good. Well done. But then what happened? Throws. Throws. Yeah.
Throws. Okay. He threw. Oh. He threw 3 free throws.
Better though. Well done. This is what happens, guys. You bring one thing out and then the other thing falls behind. But it's fine. You can do both. You've just shown me you can do both. So we'll leave it there. Just practice and making sure that when you do pluck something else and add something else on, we don't drop the other things. But that is just practice. And that is just, again, taking your skills to the next level. So that was really, really good. Have you got any questions? You know what you're doing, I think. Yeah.
Yes, but a little bit I don't understand what is happening with my tongue, like what should happen and where I should keep it. I know that I should not go back, like no, but actually I don't know where to put my tongue
On the R
when
sound.
it is s and then R. Yes.
Yeah. So essentially, did I? Again, I might have a video. I'll check after this session, but I think I did a really good, I say really good video, a video explaining this. But essentially, this is your tongue, this is your teeth, or the roof of your mouth. Okay, so when you do the TH, you did that really well just then when you demonstrated. You did that really well. So let's say there's my teeth, and then this is the roof of my mouth. Yeah. So we've got the TH sound. And then when we do the R, this is good for everyone to watch if you're not sure on R's. The traditional way to make an R sound is to bend the tongue up and kind of let it hover here. And then what we do is curl it up and throw it forward. So it becomes the, it's my own hand, the, r. It's not coming out my mouth, but yeah, r. So the tongue is lifting around the ragged. It's coming quite far back actually in my mouth. Can you see what I'm doing though? Around. One way that I got taught to practice it at drama school, because I had really weak R's, because I'm from Essex and we wouldn't really use our R's very well, is that she'd make me sit there and imagine my hand is my tongue and I had to go around the ragged rock. She was making me do tongue twisters. Beautiful. That is lovely. Practicing that R sound. And again, don't rush it. Can you hear how I was going around? Rock. Like I was training myself to feel that tongue coming up and release it and see it happening before my eyes. Yeah. Does that all make sense, guys?
Yeah, but how not to become an American accent, like too much?
It's fine for that. That's an exercise, so it's fine. Around. It sounds more American that way, but then obviously what we can do is make it sound more British again. So we've got around. So that was me practicing just to make sure my tongue is doing the right thing. And then I can soften it up. Around. I'm still doing the hand gesture, but I'm not making it as long and as American as I'm doing. That is just an exercise. So it's just remembering, okay, this is an articulation practice that I'm doing now. It might sound a bit more American, but it's just a practice. How can I then emulate that shape, but making it sound more English again? And that is just by not treating it like an exercise and just saying the word how you've learned through my videos, YouTube, Lilo, all of that sort of thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I wouldn't stress too much about it then becoming too American, because you're only going to do this practice until you've got it right, which you have got. You've got it right. It's just doing it mindfully if you need to on certain words, like through, three, throat. Yeah. It's just an exercise. Does that make sense?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Thank you
don't
so much.
second guess it and start worrying that you're going to sound American, because I don't think you will. It's only if you start listening to more Americans and practicing it American. That being said, maybe do practice both so you know what you're doing differently. Because American, if you're going around, it sounds totally different to a British around. It's a totally different placement and voice way of speaking, I think. Well, obviously it's a different accent. So Yeah, keep working on that, Ajiriam, yeah? Yeah, you got it. You're very coachable. You've got this. Well done, my love.
Thank you.
Fabulous. Wow, fabulous. Well done. Let's go to Eugene, please.
Hello.
Hello.
Let's do that. Thin sticks. Thin sticks, thick bricks. Thin sticks, thick bricks.
Really, really good. Lovely. Thin sticks. Thin, thin, thin. Rather than thin, can I have a little bit more space in the mouth? Thin, thin. I still want there to be a nice little bit of space in the mouth before we come to the end sounds. Not thin, 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 thin. A bounce
Thin.
almost.
Thin.
Yeah, better, better. Good. Do the whole tongue twister again.
Thin sticks, thick bricks. Thin sticks, thick bricks.
Yeah, good. Lovely. Something else I will give you because I just don't want it to interfere moving forward. You're doing a really nice job on the lips on bricks. Bricks. There's this really nice, like, you got the sucker kind of shape down, right? Bricks, bricks. I'd actually encourage you to make a little bit less of that and actually have a little bit more tension so it doesn't become bruh. It's more bricks, bricks. There's a more of a certain choice to release there rather than a soft, rough kind of shape there. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
Good.
Bricks, bricks,
Again?
bricks,
Good. One more time.
bricks,
Yeah.
bricks.
Excellent, excellent. Good, good, good. So one more thing on that. Now what I want you to avoid is the similar to like what I was just doing, right, with the gerium on the R around. There what you were giving me was bricks almost, or bricks. I don't want it like too much voice before we get onto the B sound. So more bricks, bricks. There's a decision to just get on with the brick rather than a bricks, bricks. Do you see what I'm saying?
Bricks, bricks.
Good, good, good. You're still almost humming before you get to the B sound. It's almost bricks. Bricks.
Bricks, bricks, bricks.
Good, 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 good. Can we in fact, let's do chopping board, yeah? Ba 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 ba. Do that for me.
Ba 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 ba.
Excellent. B B B B.
B b b b.
Ba 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 ba.
Ba 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 ba.
Excellent. So your first one on most of those, you were giving me a little hum before you got to the B sound, but when we got to it, ba 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 ba, you were spot on. Your voice and your lips were releasing at exactly the right moment, yeah? Which is what I'm asking for when you say the word bricks. I just want, as soon as you're about to say the word, that's what I want the voice to activate and the lips to release to make the b sound. So it doesn't become bricks. It becomes bricks. Does that make sense, Eugene?
Yeah.
So really concentrate. This is quite a big ask that I'm asking for, but really, really concentrate and try and think, okay, I need to do the ba 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 ba. That clarity of B is what Pippa's asking for me on bricks. Yeah?
Bricks, bricks, bricks.
Again?
Bricks, bricks, bricks.
Better. It gets better every time you do it. What I would say is have a little, I'll put a video in the group chat maybe if it's a bit more helpful. But what I'm hearing still is bricks, bricks. There's like a preparation that isn't necessary that you're employing. You're using your voice a bit too soon to generate the sound, and then you're making the B sound. What I need is a clearer, more confident B sound. So let's just do that actually. Just go B.
B, b.
Yeah. Again?
B.
Yeah. There's a habit there, Eugene, to bring the voice in too soon. We're going B, B. When actually all I want is a B, B.
B, b.
Better, close. Good, good,
B.
good, good. I think for you, practicing the chopping board, ba 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 ba. Do that for me again.
B, 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 b.
Yeah. When you get into it, you can do it. It's just now marrying up what you're doing and doing it consciously rather than unconsciously. Do you see? Can you hear and see what I'm asking for and what I'm telling you? Yeah. It's so interesting, but we've got some of us just have these little habits. And also if you're, if it's the way you normally speak or make that kind of sound or shape, it's just going to take a little bit more time to unstitch that. But I think it could cause problems moving forward and make things that are a B sound more like a or a v, like it can interfere with all of that. So now it's just about marrying up when your vocal folds bring the voice in to when your lips release the sound, okay? Can you work on that for me?
Yeah, sure.
You hear it enough to know what to how to kind of work
Yeah.
through it.
Yeah.
Okay. But I think chopping board will really, really help. Brit, 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 brit. In fact, let's just try that really quickly because I'm really excited about this. Brit, brit, brit. Can we do that?
Brick, brick, brick.
Better. Yeah. Okay. When you repeat it, you get by the end one, you've kind of got it down. It's just the first one, you're preparing yourself for it too much. Okay. So give yourself a shorter runway and be a little bit more clipped with it. And for you as well, do you work out and stuff? You're
Yeah.
quite physical. Try and think of it physically like that. You know, when you're lifting like a weight, there's normally that kind of grip and that moment before you lift it, right? So I think about that almost like a glottal stop in the throat. Bricks, bricks, as you lift that moment of effort of lifting a weight. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think that might help you. So next time you go to the gym or you work out or you're doing a push-up or something, like think of that. Think of trying to get the B clear for me.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Well done, though. Lovely work on everything else. Fantastic stuff.
Yeah.
Anastasia, final one, and then we're going to come on to, I think Olga's been. We're going to go to.
Okay, so let's do he threw 3 free throws.
That was good. Try again.
Go again.
Yes, please.
He threw 3 free throws.
Yeah, lovely. Really, really good. Generally, really, really good. Just a bit of specific nitpicking that I want. Through, that first through, the others were okay. The other THs were fine, but on through, we're making it quite sibilant, what we call sibilant. It's getting a bit hissy. Through. I still need the breathiness followed by the well, yeah, by the R sound and what else is to come. So try and not make it too hissy. Through. Try again.
Through.
Again.
Through.
Better. Through. Better.
Through.
Yeah.
Through.
The first time you did it, I think you might have heard. Yeah, good. Through.
Through.
Yeah, good. So when we repeat it like that, I don't know if you could hear, but actually their sibilant S was coming back in again. The first one was strong, opposite to what we just have with Eugene, right? The first one was strong, how I wanted it, but then the others kind of loosened off and it got a bit lazy. So now I think it's about you developing, not intentionally, of course, but it's just developing that strength and that stamina to keep that shape coming back if it's needed. So let's do it really, let's repeat the word through 3 times. But again, really mindfully, take a moment before you do each one. Through. I want identical shapes made.
Identical shapes. Pippa, can you show this shape again? Because I'm not quite sure how the hissing, where it comes from, what I do to create that hissing.
So what I think is happening to make the S, the hiss sound. So we've got, if I do it the correct way I'm asking for, through. It's quite a subtle movement of the tongue, yeah? Through. I'm almost letting, but then see, we've got this S happening. Through. It's, for me, the S is where the tongue is kind of staying behind, but I'm forcing the airflow through for longer and not letting the tongue move. Through. Well, actually, what we need to do is when we do the TH, there is a release moment. On an S, the tongue stays put, but the airflow is what's making the sound, right? Pushing that airflow, I keep saying airflow through the tongue and the teeth. Nothing is moving. But on the TH, can you see my tongue has to move to allow the air to release fully through. On a hiss, we're just letting it stay there consistently. Can you see my tongue has to move? Yeah. There's a tension followed by release, which we've worked on, right? So for you, it's then making sure that you're doing that tongue movement and you're letting that muscularity happen, that the tension build before you release it. And I'm releasing the airflow. Yeah, try again. Does that make sense, first of all? Does that help?
It does, yes. I think it does.
Okay.
Now, that's not a matter how I can coordinate the muscles. fuzz. Um, Rue,
Good.
rue, rue. That's the one.
Yeah,
I
well
need.
done. Next
Through,
step for you though, just because I'm seeing again, I don't want
through.
this to interfere further down the road, is making sure that you're using your lips. I know you're concentrating on your tongue. Through.
Mhm.
R, r, r.
So they go slightly upwards, right?
Slightly suckered, yeah. Through. Through. So the tongue has to move to make the R sound,
Through,
but the lips are also engaging slightly too and roundening.
through.
Yeah, better. Good. Really, really good. I think for you, it's just muscularity. Again, guys, like, I know like the warm-up stuff, people are normally like, oh, we don't need to do it. But like, it's so important. Like, it's how you identify how to use your voice properly. There's no way you can master an accent if you don't, some people, to be fair, like I feel like I can pick accents up quite quickly, like by hear and by watching people. But also I've had 4 years voice training, more than that, in understanding how to move my tongue and exercising it most days, like my lips, my tongue, my lap, like all of that. So it helps so much more to have that muscularity like embedded in, so that you can go, oh yeah, loosen the tip of the tongue, round the lips more, and then I'm golden. And that's what we just want to get you to, Anastasia. Yeah, you're getting there. It's just getting to that level where you can kind of go, yep, switch that on, turn that off, and then I'm done. So I think for you, you've got it all there. It's just developing that strength and that awareness. You were doing it really, really well then. And when I picked you up on your lips as well, then it just came together more. So I think, generally it was really good tongue twister. You did really, really well. It's just now, yeah, being mindful of that sibilant S that snuck in, and knowing how not to do that, but also what it is as well. Yeah. Has that answered the query and the...
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that
Good.
makes sense.
Well done.
Again, need practice, obviously, but yeah. But at least I know what was happening.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of that.
Exactly. And moving forward, like when the course does come to an end, guys, it is about you self-leading and doing that as much as possible, standing with the mirror or recording yourself and studying it back and just seeing and playing around with it. But really well done. That was great, Anastasia. Yeah, well done.
Can I try the second one?
Oh, I'm gonna say no for now, just because of time. I'm so sorry.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
But maybe at the end, if we have time, once we've done the speech as well, we can. Yeah. Is that all right, darling?
Sure.
Well done. Zale.
Oh, hello.
Hello, darling. Good to see you.
You too. So I will pick Pippa's purple pen was pretty perfect.
Well done. One more time.
Pippa's purple pen was pretty perfect.
Yeah, really, really good. I think intonation's just a big thing for you here. You've got the articulation down well. Pippa's purple pen was pretty perfect. Can we, rather than Pippa's purple pen was pretty perfect, I feel like it's kind of almost all going down a little bit. Can we think of it being a bit more lifted? And yeah, leaning in more to the lovely puzz we've got there, keeping it a bit lighter and brighter for me. This is an exciting thing to talk about. So can we just see what happens when I give you that direction?
Pippa's purple pen was pretty perfect.
Excellent. That's what I was after. Pippa's purple pen was pretty perfect. Lovely. Really, really good. I think for you, remember, keep thinking, even though Brits are sometimes described as, well, I don't know, we're always a bit stiff upper lip and miserable. I want you to keep thinking brighter, lighter, because I think that suits your personality. And actually, that actually helps the intonation bounce along a little bit more British-like when you just did that. So well done. Can you just say Pippa's purple pen?
Pippa's purple pen.
Yeah, Pippa's. Make sure Pippa's is us rather than Pippers. It almost went to a bit of an R there. Just try Pippa's again.
Pippa's.
Yeah, better. Well done. Just do those 3 words again. Pippa's purple pen with that.
Pippa's purple pen.
Yeah, good. Pen. Yeah, really good. Do the whole tongue twister for me.
Pippa's purple pen was pretty perfect.
Yeah, lovely. Really, really good. Again, I think on Pippa's, we almost went Pippers, almost. So just be mindful. Yeah, Pippa's. It's a bit uglier. Pippa's, us. Pippa's. Yeah.
Pippa's.
I think it is pretty perfect, to be honest, my love. And again, actually, we've got Pippa's, let's just make was pretty perfect, just to push you and see if you can get that. Sometimes, general note for all of you guys, we might not say was as it was. We might say was. I was going to go to the shops, but I didn't. I was going to do this. It's a really common way we say it now. So can you do that for me, Zali?
Pippa's purple pen was pretty perfect.
Good, close. Just say was like a wuss.
Was.
Yeah, was pretty perfect.
Was pretty perfect.
Yeah, better. Well done, well done. Good. Just a little bonus thing that I wanted to try there. That was great. I thought that was really, really good. Have you got any questions?
No, thanks.
Lovely. Well done, everybody. Right, let's come on to the main meat of this class, and that was the little speech that I gave you with some very fancy pants words. I'd like to just whiz through and kind of go through and give a few of you some pointers. Like I've mentioned about stamina, actually. Who was I talking to about stamina earlier? Anastasia. Just this, the reason I wanted to do a bit of a bigger chunk of text was to get you used to working on your British accent consistently. Often what will happen is either we'll start a bit pants and get better, or we'll start strong and then our British accent might fade a little bit because we're just not used to keeping up with it. So we're going to go through individually. We're all going to read this sentence, speech. Oh, someone dropped off and come back in. And then we will, finish up on that. And if we've got time at the end, we will have a little Q&A if there's any other bits and pieces that you want to kind of go over. So who wants to go first in doing the speech? I'm excited. I did send this a few weeks ago as well, so I think most of you will have had practice. Go on, be brave. Be brave. Pop your hand up or unmute yourself. Eugene, legend. Right, Eugene is up. Let me just pin you first of all and get my pen, my perfect purple pen ready so I can take my notes. Okay, give it a go, my friend.
So the whole text?
Whole thing. I want you to get through the whole thing and try your best not to go back and repeat anything. Should you mess it up, I just want you to confidently get through it for me, okay?
After conducting a thorough survey of the department's progress, we identified key deliverables that need immediate attention. A circular was sent to all teams detailing next steps and addressing concerns raised by the questioners in the previous meeting. While some points were slightly exaggerated, the feedback remains valuable for moving forward efficiently. We estimate that the project will be completed in approximately 2 weeks, but we must remain mindful of the team's vulnerable position during this critical phase.
Fantastic. Well done. Round of applause for you. Well done. Fantastic. Great. So there's a couple of words I want us to look at. First of all, I don't know if it was the computer. It could have been, but it was after conducting. I didn't really hear that. I feel like you dropped that word entirely. So just say after conducting a thorough survey.
After conducting, conducting a thorough survey.
Yeah, because it's not the fact that you were conducting it. It's the fact that after we did that fact, we found this. Yeah. So good. Again, it might have just been the computer, but I just wanted to check on that. Circular. Say circular.
Secular.
Yeah. Be careful it doesn't become secular, because that's a very different thing. Yeah. Circular. So make sure we've got the sound in there. Circular. Yeah. Good. And then I would encourage more of a yod in the circular. So before you just gave me circular, almost color, but I want circular. Yeah, good. One more time, circular. Yeah, much better. Does that make sense, that one?
Yeah.
Awesome. Raised, almost become ruzzed. So raised, please. Concerned raised. Yeah, one more time.
Raised.
Really good, raised. You've got a lovely Z sound. Raised. Just say it one more time for me.
Raised.
Yeah, I think make sure. It's interesting actually, because you've got very good strong N's and D's, like you naturally have those like down. But when you get to raised, you're actually kind of making the D a little bit thrown away. But actually we need it past tense. I raised the issue. Make sure you get the D shape at the end for me.
Raised.
Better. But harder. Actually hit it a bit harder for me. Raised.
Raised.
Yeah, good. Raised. Do that again.
Raised.
Yeah, good. Raised.
Raised.
Yeah, yeah, good. So again, I was just trying to get you to do it even harder than you would need to, just then we can pull it back a little bit to get something there. Yeah. So although it's still not that prominent, I think for you, just make sure it is there if you have got words like that with a D at the end. We still do need to acknowledge the D rather than pull away from it completely. Yeah. Because again, that's something that will make me go, oh, is his English just not that good? Or is it that, you do know it's just not there? Does that make sense? Really, really good. Exaggerated then. So this is an interesting one. You kind of said exaggerated, but we actually still really need that beginning exaggerated. And it is more of an ig sound. So let's just try exaggerated.
Exaggerated.
Yeah, good. One more time.
Exaggerated.
Yeah, good, good, good. And in fact, exaggerated. Can we make sure the T is still a T and not too Americanized into a D, okay? Exaggerated.
Exaggerated.
Better. Yeah, yeah. You were dentalizing it a bit too much, and that's a bit more like exaggerated. That's American. We're not trying to be American. Well done, well done. And then vulnerable. Can you make sure that V is nice and strong? Vulnerable.
Vulnerable.
Better. Yeah, it almost came across like vulnerable earlier. Vulnerable.
Vulnerable.
Yeah, just say that last bit again. The team's vulnerable position.
The team's vulnerable position.
Good. One more time.
The team's vulnerable position.
Beautiful. Lovely. And then final thing, position. Position. Position.
Position.
Better. Yeah, position. So yeah, it's silly, isn't it? Because again, like you guys are really good at saying it like it's spelt, but when we say it naturally, we change it. It should probably be spelt pa zi shon. We should probably spell it that way, but we don't. Position, yeah? Position. Try one more time.
Position.
Yeah, much better. Thank you so much. Well done. Have you got any questions, Eugene? Was there any bits that you were like, or not?
No question. Thank you.
Really good. Well done. Really good work. So impressive. Tanya.
Right.
Let's go, girl.
Yeah, right. After conducting a thorough survey of the department's progress, we identified key deliverables that need immediate attention. A circular was sent to all teams detailing next steps and addressing concerns raised by the questionnaires in the previous meeting. While some points were slightly exaggerated, the feedback remains valuable for moving forward efficiently. We estimate that the project will be completed in approximately 2 weeks, but we must remain mindful of the team's vulnerable position during the critical phase.
Brilliant. Well done. Round
Listen
of
to this
applause.
every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday in work.
Oh my God, right? This is it.
Right.
Yeah. Yes.
Team's effort, all up.
Well done. I love it. It's relevant. This is why I thought this would be quite a useful thing to do and have a little go. I think you did an amazing job. I think there's just a few little things. Your intonation generally as well was really, really solid. I would say it's just towards the end of sentences, we tend to maybe go down a little bit into that kind of old habit of intonation in your natural language. So I would say, if anything, maybe try and think when you get to the end of a sentence about lifting it a little bit, depending on what sentence it is and what you're trying to say. But yeah, previous meeting. I think sometimes in our British accents, where we're rounding off a thought, we'll kind of bookend it really neatly with a da da rather than a da da. It's a da da. I went to the shops and got the milk. I got the thing. I did that thing. Yeah. We might kind of go a bit further with the dum dum. The end. Yeah. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Trying to explain. But yeah, maybe think like the end. Like we'll tend to go a bit broader with our pitch change rather than da da. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. Make sense?
Yeah.
Think about that moving forward. But yeah, right, it was all really good. There was just a few little bits that I wanted to, yeah, we identified. So just say we identified.
We identified.
Yeah, were identified. We identified.
Identified.
Yeah, I think we might have talked about this before. Make sure we got the we sound, yeah? And it's nicely clear. Again, this is a short word. It could be considered an unimportant word, but it's not like you identified it and you messed up. It's like we all actually noticed this thing. So again, we still need to give that word the anchor it deserves. We identified key deliverables. Just say that for me.
We identified key deliverables.
Did you do what I was asking for then?
Sorry?
Were.
Oh, what?
We identified. You keep saying we identified.
We
identified.
We identified.
Yeah. So again, what I'm seeing, which might help, let the vowel sound just be a little bit longer. Even though it's one E, I want you to imagine it's two we's. Two E's. Okay? We identified.
We identified.
Yeah. And we can dissimulate it in again. We identified.
We identified.
Thank you. Yeah. So I think that's something for you again, because that's quite a big telltale. We'll be like, oh, what's going on there? Make sure you get that lovely we in there. Okay. Does it make sense?
Yep. Yeah, thank you.
And if the word following has got a vowel at the beginning, you can normally bleed it in quite nicely.
We identified.
You identified. We identified. Yeah, I identified. Just practice those. Make sense?
Yeah. We identified, you were identified, I were identified.
Yeah, good. Well done. Careful it doesn't become too I've identified like a V. We're almost making like a W or a V sound in there. I identified. Lips don't really need to do much, I would say. It's just the tongue. I. We, I. Yeah?
Yep.
Do that for me. We, I.
We, I.
Gorgeous.
Right.
Good. And now let's try it on a you. Hang on, not you. You, I.
You, I.
Fantastic. Thank you. You identified.
You identified.
Yeah, perfect. You got it down. Can you see how it's the tongue doing the yod shape more than anything? I identified. Any questions on that one, Tanya?
No.
Well done. Lovely job. Oh, I got a few more notes.
Because it was long. I tried to sort of.
Yeah, go on. You because it was long. You tried to what?
Tried to get the intonation right, but we haven't done that much work on intonation yet. So
absolutely. Again, it is, and it's just one of those things. And again, this is why I keep bringing up personality in this session. Like it's really important because your attitude dictates your intonation. If I'm talking to my boss at work and they've really pissed me off, I'm going to use a very different intonation than I would with my girlfriends at the bar on Friday night when I'm chilled. So again, it's just about really identifying that. And you did really well. And like you said, you've had practice at work with it, which is good.
I don't have to say that, thank God. I just listened to that, but like, yeah.
Love it. Right, a few more little pronunciation things, please. Valuable. Just say valuable.
Valuable.
Again? Yeah.
Valuable.
Where is it in the sentence? Let's just pop it in the sentence again. The feedback remains valuable.
The feedback remains valuable.
Yeah. Okay, good. I think when you first said it, it sounded almost like valuable, vowel, when actually it's val. Yeah.
Valuable.
Yeah. But you're saying it well now. Try again.
Valuable.
Yeah, okay, good.
Valuable.
I think it's fine. Just making sure, doesn't become val.
Valuable.
Great. Thanks, darling. 2 weeks. Where's that? 2 weeks. La.
2 weeks.
That's right. In approximately 2 weeks. Just say that for me in the sentence.
2 weeks. In approximately 2 weeks.
Yeah. 2. I think it's maybe the intonation. 2 weeks. And also the weeks. 2.
2 weeks.
Yeah. Can we make the 2 a little bit uglier and shorter? Yeah, 2.
2 weeks.
Better. I think it was more 2 weeks rather than 2 weeks. Can you hear the difference?
2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah. And again, when we've got words like that, because obviously we're bleeding that in, it almost sounds like one word, doesn't it? 2 weeks. So it's kind of like squished together, but actually it's still plucking out the syllables in there. It's 2 weeks because 2 weeks is very different to 4 weeks. And if we give our team the wrong deadline, we're all screwed, right? So yeah, 2 weeks is a very good assertive. Yeah, I think it's about being a bit more assertive with that energy and those words. Does that make sense?
Yep. Thank you.
Cracking. Final. Oh, vulnerable. Did we do vulnerable already? I think we did vulnerable.
Vulnerable.
Yeah,
Vulnerable.
vulnerable. Yeah, just this is a general for everyone. It's got an L in it, yeah, in that vuln. I would actually encourage you to ignore it. Vulnerable, So I didn't pick Eugene up on it, but again, I think Eugene kind of used the L a little bit as well. Because what I think actually, because that is a dark L, it actually tricks a lot of you going back into your old school placement of vulnerable. We're going back here, or whatever we're doing back here. Vulnerable, vun. I think if you think of it more as an N, I think it will help a little bit more. So can you just try it as vulnerable?
Vulnerable.
Again?
Vulnerable.
Yeah, I think that's how most people say it. Yeah, vulnerable almost.
Vulnerable.
I spelt it right? No, I haven't. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to ask. Well done. That was fine. Any questions, Tanya?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
You're welcome. Well done. Delightful work as usual. Daria.
After conducting a thorough survey of the department's progress, we identified the deliverables that need immediate attention. A circular was sent to all teams, detailing next steps and addressing concerns raised by the questionnaires in the previous meeting. While some points were slightly exaggerated, the feedback remains valuable for moving forward efficiently. We estimate that the project will be completed in approximately 2 weeks, but we must remain mindful of the team's vulnerable position during the critical phase.
Well done. Amazing work, my love. Fantastic effort. I'm so proud of you all. You're all so good. Good. I've got a few pointers for you. First of all, where is it? Oh, actually, first of all, this is a general for Eugene and Tanya as well. Detailing. Did we talk about this last time? I can't remember. Detailing is American. I would say detailing. I would add an extra syllable in there. And so far, all three of you have said detailing. I think that is the correct way to do it. And it might be my working class upbringing, but I would probably say detailing. A circular was sent to all teams detailing the next steps or whatever it is. So can you just try that for me, first of all, Daria? I just want to see if you can do it. Rather than detailing, can we try detailing?
Detailing.
Yeah, good. Fantastic. Yes, you can do it. Good. So again, it might just be a preference up to you how you'd rather say it. It's a bit like tissue and issue and tissue in English. People say it differently, but it is usually a bit more of a working class / upper class identifier, I would say. Whether you say issue or issue, it might be the same with detailing and detailing. You might be a bit more upper class if you say detailing. Does that make sense? So you can pick basically, but it's just something to be aware of. I also do think it is more Americanized. So good. Department. Can you just say department?
Department.
Yeah, good. I think you emulated me there. Again, it verged on American. Department maybe. Department. Just say that again.
Department.
Yeah, good. Department. And you can even drop the T on depart, that final T there. You can probably drop that and just make the shape without hitting it too hard if you wanted. So just listen to me. And what I'm hearing from you at the moment is department. So we've got two T's quite clearly there, but we could also say department.
Department.
Yeah. I'm kind of glottling it, but I'm still making the shape, but I'm not quite letting the T hit. Department. Try again.
Department.
Yeah, a bit of a hybrid of both of those if you can. Department. Yeah, so it's not a glottal, which you did then. Or the first time you tried it. We're still making the T shape. Yeah. Could you feel yourself still making it with the tip of the tongue? It sounded like you did.
Department.
Yeah, perfect. That's how we'd probably say it. So again, general permission, everyone, you can drop that T, the first T in department a little bit if you wanted to. Lovely, Daria. Well done. So yeah, we identified. Can you just say that for me?
We identified.
Yeah, good. I'm not sure if we completely dropped it that first time you said it all. Or if it became a V, maybe V,
I said
identified.
we instead of we. I felt it.
Thank you. Well done. Good observation. Well done. So yeah, we want to try and not have that feeling on V. We, yeah. Try again. We identified.
We identified.
Yeah, good. And similar to what I gave Tanya, actually, can you make it a bit longer? We identified.
We identified.
Yeah, good, good, good. Again, don't be misled because it is a short 2-letter word. Don't feel like it has to always be clipped, especially if it's got a word like identified after it with a vowel sound at the beginning, we can drag it out a little bit more. We identified this thing. Does that make sense? You
Yeah.
did it, so it must do. Good. In the middle, you said in the previous, but I think we kind of missed the articulation and even just, yeah, articulating all of those words. So can you just make sure we hit them all? In the previous meeting, just say that.
In the previous meeting.
Yeah, again.
In the previous meeting.
Yeah, good. Well done. Be careful on meeting. We don't go too robotic and keep it to meeting. We don't want to end on that NG too long. Meeting. Meeting.
Meeting.
Even shorter on the ing. Meeting.
Meeting.
Good. Even try and imagine meeting. In fact, can we change it to meeting with an N? So we're not even going to do the NG. So it's more meeting. Yeah. That's often how we'll say it, guys. Again, a general note, meeting. Even if it's got an NG, sometimes we'll say, I'm eating. Again, actually, that's quite a contemporary thing that we are doing. We're lazy. We don't make the NG as much anymore. We do just say in with an IN. Does that make sense, Daria?
It does.
Fantastic. Well done. Much good. Much good. Yeah, much good. Why not? Exaggerated. It almost sounded like you said exaggerated. Can I make sure it's an exaggerated?
Exaggerated. It's trap. Exaggerated.
Exaggerated. Yeah, that.
Exaggerated.
Yeah, much better. Thank you. Remain. I think we dropped that almost. We must. Oh no, it was remain. Maybe remain. We must remain mindful. Just say that for me. Was the end.
We must remain mindful.
Yeah, remain. Yeah, it's almost coming like remain. It's a 2-syllable word. Remain, yeah.
Remain.
Yeah, better. Thank you. And yeah, it's not remain necessarily. It is sometimes a schwa. Remain. We must remain. Remain. Yeah, say it again for me.
Remain.
Yeah. And again, on that ain, just be careful we're not lifting the whole tongue up and making it remain. I'm exaggerating. You're not quite doing that, but remain. The shape in the mouth before we get to the end. Remain. Better. Yeah, thank you. Well done. Very coachable. Lovely. Any questions on that one?
No.
Good. One more thing. During this critical. Yeah, good. Critical. And again, on critical, let's just try that intonation. During this critical phase. Critical. Get through it a bit quicker. Critical
phase.
Fantastic. And then bring in during this critical phase.
During this critical phase.
Yeah, good. I think, again, we might have dropped it a little bit and we kind of missed those words slightly, but it's really important. This is the end of your little speech and you're saying about during this critical phase. You don't say, let's just remain mindful of the team's vulnerable position. You say, during this critical phase, we must remain mindful of the team's position, right? So make sure, again, like certain words that you think maybe you can throw away, I would actually encourage you to pay more attention to them for now. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Well done. Any questions?
No.
Fantastic. Excellent work, my darling. Wonderful. Anna Turner, you're up next. If now's a good time.
Yes.
Well done.
Thank you. I start. After conducting a thorough survey of the department's progress, we identified key deliverables that need immediate attention. A circular was sent to all teams detailing next steps and addressing concerns raised by questioners in the previous meeting. While some points were slightly exaggerated, the feedbacks remains valuable for moving forward efficiently. We estimate that the project will be completed in approximately 2 weeks, but we must remain mindful of the team's vulnerable position during the critical phase.
Well
Great.
done. Amazing. Really good. Good pacing, good like confidence, I think, as well. Like that was really fabulous. Well done. Good intonation. Fantastic. I'm just gonna kind of work backwards actually, just so I don't forget it. Vulnerable. Say vulnerable.
Venerable.
Yeah, you're saying venerable. I want vulnerable. It's still an sound. Vulnerable.
Venerable.
No.
Vulnerable.
Better. Vulnerable. Thank you. Yeah, vulnerable. Careful it doesn't become van or ven. I think your vowels were getting a bit mixed up there. Yeah. Let's just say van,
Van.
ben,
Ven.
bin.
Vin.
Good. Von,
Van.
von, more on, von,
Von.
and then van.
Van.
Thank you. Okay, good.
Vulnerable.
So what we just did, well done, well
Position.
done. So guys, again, prime example, we just did the bab, beb, bib, bob, bub exercise using the V's and the N that's in vulnerable to make sure that Anna's got the right vowel going on, articulation wise. So again, always come back to that sort of thing. Well done, that was good. 2 weeks. So again, I think this is similar to what I was seeing with Tanya. 2 weeks. 2 weeks is what I'm hearing.
2 weeks.
But
2 weeks.
what's the important thing that we know about these 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
So that's what I'm hearing, but how many weeks? Is it more important that it's weeks or is it more important how many weeks we've got?
I think 2 weeks.
Thank you. There we go. So it's just making sure we're not just going 2 weeks and running off with it. It's important information. So that's what we have to stress more. 2 weeks. Okay. We only have 2 weeks. Just try it again.
We only have 2 weeks.
Fantastic. Thank you. And be careful, weeks doesn't become weeks. Keep the weeks in there. There's got 2 E's in there. For weeks. Yeah. Do it again.
2 weeks.
Yeah. Wicks. I'm hearing wicks. Wicks. I want weeks.
2 weeks.
Better.
Weeks.
Better. Weeks. And you can afford to pull off on the K a little bit. It doesn't have to be weeks. Weeks. It's a soft, smooth K. Weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, I think that's going to help as well. Thinking of keeping the vowel a bit longer and don't think about hitting the K as hard because then what you're actually doing is making it a weeks. And actually it's weeks. We've got time.
Weeks.
That's it.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Just smile.
Exactly. Well done. Previous. Make sure it's previous, not previous. Previous.
Previous.
Thank
you.
One more time.
Previous.
Yeah, and make sure you've still got the eus in there. It doesn't become previous. Yes. Previous. It's 3 syllables.
Previous.
Yeah.
Previous.
Make sure that V happens, girlfriend. Previous. Better. Okay, yeah. Make sure you don't W up the V, okay? Previous. Yeah, better. Just give me a v. Yeah, I want that level of connection and friction when you make the V sound. Previous. Yeah, better. Got to make sure you hit the V because again, that's one big telltale that you're not British. Okay. Make sure we get that in there. And then thorough at the top. It was just a simple one.
Thorough.
Yeah, thorough. Again, this is an option. General note for all of you guys. You can say thorough if you want to, but again, I think that is quite an upper class, old-fashioned way to say it. So I would encourage you to think more of thorough. Like a ruh.
Thorough.
Yeah.
Okay, thorough.
So well, a little bit less than that. So after conducting a thorough. Yeah, thorough. Does that make sense?
Thorough.
Yeah, it's a bit of a funny one, that one. Thorough, maybe. I'm adding a GH in there for my mind, but that might not happen.
Thorough.
Yeah, I'd say it's more like that these days. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Any questions?
No.
That's it. That's all I'm going to give you. Thank you very much, Anna. That was fabulous. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done, darling. Of course, in true Pippa fashion, we're going to overrun a little bit. Put your hands down for me once you've done, just so I can see who I've got left to go. Katia, please.
After conducting a thorough survey of the department's progress, we identified key deliverables that need immediate attention. A circular was sent to all teams detailing next steps in addressing concerns raised by the questionnaires in the previous meeting. While some points were slightly exaggerated, the feedback remains valuable for moving forward efficiently. We estimate that the project will be completed in approximately 2 weeks, but we must remain mindful of the team's vulnerable position during this critical phase.
Well done. Lovely, lovely. We're going to work backwards again with you. Position, position, position. Similar
Position,
to yeah.
position.
Better. Thank you very much. You got vulnerable, spot on actually as well. Well done. General for you, my love. These sibilant S's are coming through a little bit. Even at the beginning, after conducting a thorough, it's a TH. Yeah, we just want to make sure when we got the THs, we don't let them bleed into S's because again, that's not quite how we'd say it. So it could be that the survey is coming up and then it's because there's an S coming up, you're slipping into that bit, preempting it a little bit. But I'd really like you, we don't have time to go through all of them now, but I really want you to be very mindful of that. Be really clear on where you're making the TH sound and the S shape, yeah? We went over that with someone else earlier. Was it you that I went over it with? No, it was with someone else. Was it you? Was it you, Katia?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, leather.
Yeah, that's right. Right, there we are. Leather. So yeah, I want you to really just be mindful of that. But overall, it was really, really solid. So well done, darling. Well done. Exaggerated. You just said exaggerate instead of exaggerated, even though it's written there exaggerated. So just say exaggerated for me. Make sure you got the tid in there.
Exaggerated.
Yeah, spot on. Perfect. So again, it's just about even when you're reading, trying not to cut the bits that are there for you. Okay, so be really mindful of that. And I know it's so difficult. I can't believe you're all able to do it. You're all amazing. But yeah, make sure you don't cut those things. I think there was another one as well. Let me quickly scan it. Oh, questionees. You said questionees instead of questioners. So just say questioners.
Questioners.
Yeah, spot on. Perfect. Yeah, see, when you do it, it's absolutely bang on the money. Let me just cross out that note. Attention. Where's attention? Where do we say that?
Immediate attention.
Yeah, okay, fantastic. Immediate attention. Say it again.
Immediate attention.
Yeah, immediate attention. Attention. Make sure we've got the 10 in there. Try again.
Attention.
Yeah, okay, good, lovely. Attention. And actually on shun, can we make sure it's shun and not shun? Attention. Can we make it a shun?
Attention.
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you. It took me a while to figure out what I wanted there. Good. And then bringing in the immediate as well. Immediate attention. Again, this is quite a serious phrase. If something requires immediate attention, it's quite important. So even then, did you hear how I plucked out that word? It requires immediate attention, not it requires immediate attention.
Immediate attention.
Yeah, good. Really hit that D a little bit harder for me. Immediate.
Immediate attention.
Excellent. And then we need that yod in immediate, like an idiot. Yeah. Idiot, immediate.
Immediate attention.
Fantastic. Yeah. So we just need to make sure we're not skimming over the IATE at the end of the word. It is immediate, 4 syllables. Yeah. Make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, really good. Overall as well, I think your intonation was really solid. There was just one more thing. In fact, it was on attention as well. That's another reason I wrote it down. You know, I said about the end of a sentence. This is really useful, general, everyone, guys. The end. I've said like we might, in a British accent, punctuate the end of a sentence with a little bit more of a bigger drop kind of thing. Does that make sense? In terms of intonation, right? The end, rather than attention. The end, and it being like a small bridging of the gap, end. I want you to think about making it a little bit bigger on the syllables, if that makes sense. Basically, when you said it, my love, sorry, Katia, I'm trying to figure out how to explain this the best way. When you said that sentence and got to the end of the sentence, what I heard pretty much was key deliverables that need immediate attention. Oh, wait, what did you say? Attention. Yeah, attention. But what I would like to hear a little bit more of is attention. It requires immediate attention. So in the word, we're doing bigger jumps with intonation rather than it just kind of being monotone and changing one thing at the end. So it's more of a hill in the middle of a word where we're allowed to play around with the intonation a little bit more. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So can
I'll try.
Yeah, you did it. You did it. Go
That
on.
needs immediate attention.
Yeah, fantastic. Well done. So as opposed to it being attention, I think we tend to do that in words more. So it's not, it needs immediate attention. It's in the word. We'll play around with that intonation a little bit more. So I give you permission to play around with the intonation within those longer syllabled words more. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Good, especially at the end of a sentence. That's all I've got for you. Any questions?
No.
Fantastic. On to the next one. Well done, Katia. Lovely work. Fantastic effort. Agirium. We are going to overrun a little bit, guys. If you're happy to, I'm happy to. But if you do need to go, please go. Just let me know and say goodbye because I will miss you. And we'll just whiz through the final few people doing this exercise. Well done. Thank you, Agirium.
Okay, after conducting a thorough survey of the department's progress, we identified key deliverables that need immediate attention. A circular was sent to all teams detailing next steps and addressing concerns raised by the questionnaires in the previous meeting. While some points were slightly exaggerated, the feedback remains valuable for moving forward efficiently. We estimate that the project will be completed in approximately 2 weeks, but we must remain mindful of the team's vulnerable positions during this critical phase. Sorry.
Really, really good. Don't apologize. That was really, really good, my love. Fantastic work. Big general thing for you. This is a useful note for everybody. I actually would encourage you, and I think it's just because it's an exercise, to play around with your volume a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
And your asides almost. So when we've got an aside, for example, in this speech, guys, I would consider the bit where you say, while some points were slightly exaggerated, I would say that bit is a bit of an aside. It's not actually useful information, but it is a bit more of a comment on the situation. Yeah. It's kind of like, although it wasn't very helpful, we got some good results, right? It's kind of like a little, there's a bit more of an attitude, playfulness, or maybe frustration behind there. Because we have intonation, which we can play around with, and that will help us get our point and energy and attitude across. We can also play around with volume a little bit. And I think for you, it was just all a little bit one note in terms of volume. But again, I think that's just because it was an exercise. But just moving forward, I want to give you permission to play around with the volume and where you might bring it down, where you might speak up a little bit, and do that sort of thing. So won't practice it now just for time, but I think you can do that naturally anyway. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yes. So sometimes I feel that when I'm explaining something, my stresses and like ups and downs are not correct in the correct mode, and people just don't understand and do not know how to react on my words because of this intonation. And like they're thinking, is it a joke or she like complaining, or like they don't understand. So it's like very important to have a correct intonation and the voice mode.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's so fascinating, isn't it? You could be smiling and saying something, but if your intonation implies that you're miserable or being upset or something, like it completely transforms how you come across. So yeah, I think it's just about being mindful of that and having fun in exploring it, not trying to get it right at this moment in time, guys, because like you're still like, I know you've done so much work and been doing this course, you're still at the beginning of the journey, really. This is like the next level of work that needs to be kind of studied and developed, I would say. So it is just about at this stage having fun with it and being creative with it. I'll definitely put in the chat the other workshop that I did with attitude, because I think it will really, really help. But fantastic, really well done. Project, just say project. Yes, where is it? We estimate that the project will be completed in 2 minutes. Yeah, say it again, project. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. Don't know what you did. I can't remember what. It normally pops up in my head what went wrong last time, but it didn't. So I'm guessing it's fine. But we must. Just say, but we must.
But we must.
Yeah, but we must. But we must. Can we make it a bit earthier, a bit richer, and a little bit less in the air, because this is a change of thought, and this is a look, it's going well, but we've still got to be mindful of this thing. So again, maybe intonation, it's about bringing it down. You're trying to bring home the seriousness or how important it is that we remain mindful. So rather than, but we must do this thing and it just be all up here because everything's fine, let's bring it down, yeah? But we must remain mindful.
But we must remain mindful.
Good. So
But
let's just
we
go back
must.
a little bit. Yeah, go. The project will be completed in approximately 2 weeks, but we must remain mindful. Let's try that.
The project will be completed in approximately 2 weeks, but we must remain mindful of the team's
Excellent.
vulnerable position.
Excellent. You even took it a step further by really isolating the but we must remain mindful. Fantastic. So again, this is like really nuanced stuff that you're doing and discovering just through trying different things. So well done. That was fabulous. That's more of what I wanted. Good. Any questions, my love?
No.
Fantastic effort. Well done. Lovely stuff. And she was doing that while chopping up some vegetables or something. Or are you at work? I don't know. What are you doing? Oh, love it. Svetlana, my love.
Okay. After conducting a thorough survey of the department's progress, we identified key deliverables that need immediate attention. A circular was sent to all teams detailing next steps and addressing concerns raised by the questionnaires in the previous meeting. While some points were slightly exaggerated, the feedback remains valuable for moving forward efficiently. We estimate that project will be completed in approximately 2 weeks, but we must remain mindful of the team's vulnerable position during this critical phase.
Lovely. Really, really good. How is that feeling for you, Svetlana?
Okay.
Okay, excellent. Well done. I think you've got such a personality within you. I would encourage you for your intonation. I'd say you did really, really well. It was just a little bit like repetitive in just being safe, I think, because it's an exercise. I think you were trying to treat it like an exercise, rightly so. That's what we're here for. But I'd actually really encourage you, just similar to what I've been saying to a few others now, is really start playing around with mixing that up, so that it doesn't fall into a repetitive kind of like we're talking about this and then we're talking about this and then we're talking about that again and then we're going back here. It was very like that. Do you see what kind of intonation pattern I'm explaining there? Da, 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 da. It's just very predictable. And predictable creatures, are we? Your team don't know what you're about to say, but if you're going into that rhythm, they're going to follow that rhythm with you and also then get bored and not pay attention. But this is quite an important meeting, right? So I think play around with that and how you can pluck out things and keep it interesting for the listener, whilst getting your point across as effectively as possible. I would say that's like a big objective for you. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Just work
I
on that.
pay attention.
Yeah. Absolutely. And just listen to other people when they do it, like even when I'm explaining things, I'll try and keep it engaging. I'll probably go to a different extreme with some people when I'm explaining things, but because I'm working with some other people, I might tone it down a little. It's just about figuring that out. And I'm sure you do it in your day-to-day life anyway. It's just now putting it into your British accent as well. Yeah. So fantastic. Really, really good. Just some more specific notes. 2 weeks. I got that 2 weeks again. 2 weeks. Can we make sure we've got 2 weeks? That's important. Say it for me.
2 weeks.
Thank you. Lovely. That's what I wanted to hear. Good. So we got that down. Estimate became estimate almost. Can we make sure it's estimate?
Estimate.
Yeah, we estimate. What do we estimate? We estimate that the project.
We estimate that the project.
Yeah, good. And it might as well, because we've got that we as well, similar to what I did with Tanya. We estimate. Can we just try and bleed that in a bit?
We estimate.
One more time.
We estimate.
Yeah, good. So be careful. It's not we estimate. It's we estimate.
We
Still.
estimate.
Yeah. Fabulous. Yes, still needs that extra pluck of energy. Spot on. That is exactly what I wanted. Well done. Feedback.
Feedback.
Yeah, good. It almost became feedback.
Yeah, I know.
Feedback.
It's my mistake. Obvious. Feedback.
Yeah, feedback. And circular.
Circular.
Yeah, suck. It almost sounds like you're saying succular, like succular, circular.
Circular.
Yeah, better, circular.
Circular.
Yes. We had a circular come out. And yeah, let's maybe think of again energy. Circular. It's like we're throwing the front of the word and then we're skimming over the rest of the words. Circular.
Circular.
Yeah, good, good, good. Suck. Suck.
Suck.
Circular.
Suck.
Suck. So I'm
Suck.
still getting a bit of suck. Suck rather than circ. Circ like circus. Cirque du
Circular.
Soleil, yeah?
Circular.
Yeah.
Circular.
Yeah, and make sure we've got that yod, similar to what I did with Eugene earlier. Circular. Circular.
Circular.
Yeah, so it's not circular, like colour.
Circular.
There we go.
Circular.
Yeah. Circular.
Circular.
Yeah, I want you to enjoy the sound a little bit more because you're still saying almost like succular. Circular.
Circular.
Yeah, good. So what
Circular.
your lip pause for me a moment. Your lips are going so, but what I need is a sucker. Circular.
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 Better. Be careful not to just go sir and bring that jaw too much. It's more of the lips. Just give me a pucker. A sucker, sorry, yeah. Sucker.
Sucker.
Yeah, even more. Circular. Let's commit.
Circular.
Yeah.
Circular.
Great.
Okay.
I want you to commit to making that beautiful face for me. Circular. Even more, and then you can tone it down once you've got that shape happening more. Yeah, makes sense?
Okay. Okay.
Well done.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Fabulous work, Svetlana. Moving on. We'll be done in about 5 minutes, I reckon. Dasha.
After conducting a thorough survey of the department's progress, we identify key deliverables that need immediate attention. A circular was sent to all teams detailing next steps and addressing concerns raised by the questionnaires in the previous meeting. While some points were slightly exaggerated, the feedback remains valuable for moving forward efficiently. We estimate that the project will be completed in approximately 2 weeks, but we must remain mindful of the team's vulnerable position during this critical phase.
Fantastic. Well done. Lovely effort, Dasha. Absolutely fantastic. Well done. We'll work backwards again a little bit. Tapped R on vulnerable, almost. Vulnerable. Get rid of that for me.
Vulnerable.
Good. One more time.
Vulnerable.
Yeah, I think you're seeing the L in there as well. Vulnerable. We're still kind of making it a bit tapped. I really want that N, vulnerable, to be a confident, clear, one lift of that tongue and a release to get into the R shape. Vulnerable.
Vulnerable.
Yeah, you're still tapping it. Vulnerable. You're giving me vulnerable.
Vulnerable.
Close. Vulnerable. I want you to ignore the N in there. Let me just write vulnerable. Vulnerable. Oh, bye, Katia, by the way. I think she's gone already. Never mind.
Okay. Vulnerable.
Vulnerable. Try again.
Vulnerable.
Excellent. Thank you, Daria. Well done, my love. Good to see you. Take care. Me too. Good. Perfect. Well done, Dasha. Vulnerable. Now let's just make sure we bring it together a little bit and try not to tap the R again. One more time.
Vulnerable.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. So again, sometimes the way words are spelt will actually interfere with how you end up pronouncing them, but actually you just need to break it down simpler. So yeah, really good.
Vulnerable.
Vulnerable.
Vulnerable. No.
Vulnerable.
Vulnerable. Vulnerable.
That's it. So for you, I think practice both and really identify where you're bringing in the tapped R and you're doing the R when you don't need it. Vulnerable. Vulnerable.
Vulnerable.
Better. Well done. Again, what I think might actually also help is thinking of keeping it more in this part of the mouth and not back here. Vulnerable. Vulnerable. No, vulnerable. Vulnerable. Keeping it just here. Makes sense?
Vulnerable. Vulnerable.
Close. Vulnerable.
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 Can you hear how all of that can be done literally from like these teeth forward?
Yeah.
Vulnerable.
Vulnerable.
Yeah. Can you feel that? Can you hear it?
Not really.
Okay, interesting. So what I'm trying to just get you to see and understand is that all of those shapes that we're making to make those words, the V comes from the teeth and the lips being made. The N happens at the front of the mouth as well. It's that N, it's the tip of the tongue lifting and hitting. The R is at the front of the mouth as well. You know, we're not making a k k k k, which is back here to make. That's not the vocal folds hitting, right? It's a V, it's here, and a R. Then the B, again, it's made from the lips. It's not made from back here at any point, or the back of the tongue lifting particularly. And again, the ul. I mean, the ul, to be fair, the glottal has to be back here. But the L shape, again, it's the tip of the tongue. So what I'm trying to get you to do is focus your energy on the front of your mouth more and trying to keep the word. If you could visualize making the sound of the word, I want you to keep it here more, not back here. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's just a visual thing that I would do to myself sometimes. Like you watch people in different accents and you just think, well, where are they? Where can I keep the word bouncing along more? And it's at the front. And I think for you, I think you've got a really flexible tongue, but actually I think it's kind of interfering a little bit. And as a result, you're pulling back on some things a little bit more than you need to, just because that's your natural placement for it energetically. So try and keep thinking more forward for me as an overall note. Yeah. But especially on that word vulnerable. Just keep it here.
Vulnerable.
Good. Vulnerable.
Vulnerable.
Slow it down. Vulnerable. 1, 2, 3.
Vulnerable.
Yeah, I think keep it that simple for now. Vulnerable. And visualize it that simple. 1, 2, 3. And nice and smooth. Vulnerable.
Vulnerable.
Yeah, good. Tap-tar came in a little bit, but I'll forgive it for now.
Okay.
Back on that, please. Thank you. Lovely. Well done. I know you can. It's just learning exactly what to do. Fantastic. Let's just get on with a few other points as well. Yeah, valuable. Valuable and vulnerable. Just say valuable.
Valuable.
Yeah. So it's valuable.
Valuable.
Yes, not valuable, valuable.
Valuable. Valuable.
Yeah,
Valuable.
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 Yeah, better. Good. And don't be afraid to value. We've got a lip round in there. Valuable.
Valuable.
Yeah, get this lip round in.
Yeah.
You.
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 Value.
Value.
Yeah, good. I think for you, just practicing your lip rounding a little bit more. I'm not sure the muscles are quite there to engage just yet. So doing lots of pucker smiling for me. Soccer smiling. Yeah. Really keep working on that, because if you can't get your lip rounding down, how are we going to get that British accent down? I don't know. We want to make sure those lips can be really, really strong on certain lip rounds. Yeah. Okay. Well done. Fantastic. Addressing. Just say,
Addressing.
yeah. Next steps, addressing. Just say addressing.
Addressing.
Yeah, addressing. It sounds like you're saying addressing when actually I want addressing. I want the stress to be on the dress. Address.
Yeah. Addressing.
Better. Well done. I think again the double D in the spelling makes you think that add needs to be stressed more, but it doesn't. Addressing. I'm addressing the situation.
Addressing.
Yeah, much better. Well done. Well done. Deliverables. Just say that word for me.
Deliverables.
Yeah, deliverables. These ubbles are interesting actually for you, aren't they? Ubbles, again, even though littles are deliverables, they are dark L's. I want you to start thinking of them as lighter L's and more at the front of the mouth than back here. We don't want to make them too throaty. Deliverables, bulls. It's a very subtle shape that I'm making here. So B or Z, bulls.
Bulls.
Yeah, better. Well done, well done. Even though when I just demonstrated it, I totally did a dark L. Bulls.
Bulls.
Yeah, so it's literally that tongue is going from an L to a very gentle movement of an S shape. So I think for you, really isolating that bulls, and just slowing it down. And again, focus at the front. I think it's really helping you. You're doing it. You're doing what I'm asking. Do it again.
Bulls.
Yeah, keep it lighter, quieter, more at the front of the mouth. Bulls. Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So just practice that and get that in your system a little bit more. That's all I'll leave you with, Dasha. Have you got any questions?
No, thank you.
You're welcome, darling. Well done. Well done. Olga, please.
After conducting a thorough survey of the department's progress, they identified key deliverables that need immediate attention. A circular was sent to all teams, detailing next steps and addressing concerns raised by the questioners in the previous meeting. While some points were slightly exaggerated, the feedback remains valuable for moving forward efficiently. They estimate that the project will be completed in approximately 2 weeks, but they must remain mindful of the team's vulnerable position during this critical phase.
Really well done. Lovely work, Olga. Is there any bit in particular that you feel like is difficult for you?
Slightly exaggerated.
Yeah.
Efficiently.
Okay. Excellent.
Valuable.
Yeah. Excellent. So let's just say slightly exaggerated. Just say that for me.
Slightly exaggerated.
Yeah, good. Well done. Slightly. Actually, can you just shake off a little bit? Get your arm off the table. Have a little wiggle. Yeah, good. Lovely. Slightly exaggerated. Just say it for me again. Slightly exaggerated.
Slightly exaggerated.
Yeah, good. All right, even smoother. Sometimes when we get up at the table and we've got our elbows up and we're a little bit, it's actually making us get physically a little bit more tense. And I felt like actually your body was overcompensating when you said it the first time. So actually it's just about loosening off all of this will help you loosen off all of this and your brain a bit as well, Olga. Well done. Fantastic. Already a huge difference. So slightly exaggerated. With the exaggerated, let's make sure it's ig and not egg. And make sure we've got that flat A, exaggerated. One, two, exaggerated. It's a 5-syllable word. So really try and get all of that through for me. Try it one more time.
Exaggerated.
Excellent. Good playfulness there. And make sure we got the T and the D identified. So we've got exaggerated.
Exaggerated.
Good. Well done. You're emulating me really well. Exaggerated.
Exaggerated.
Yeah, really, really good. So again, I think for you actually, it's just easing off that pressure a little bit because you can do it. It's just getting out of the way a little bit in your head. Yeah. Don't put that pressure on yourself because it's fine. You're doing a great job. Just say valuable.
Valuable.
Fantastic. Really, really good. Similar to what I was just giving Dasha, can you try and make sure the bull doesn't become too throaty? Just try and keep thinking of bringing it forward. It's valuable and I'm giving it to you.
Valuable.
Valuable.
Valuable. Valuable. Valuable.
Good. Interesting. So it's just the bull that I'm asking for a little bit more forward with. Everything else was lovely. So let's just, again, take the pressure off a little bit. Valuable. Nice and light.
Valuable.
Yeah, valuable. So we still need the U in there, the yod. Valuable.
Valuable.
Value. Just say value.
Valuable. Value. Value. Value.
Little shake. Have a little shake. Deep breath. Good, darling. Valuable.
Valuable.
Yeah, fantastic, right? So you're good at doing it, but then I think you overcomplicate everything else. If I give you a note for one thing, it's only for that one thing. You don't have to apply it to every other bit of the word. Does that make sense, Olga? Please say it makes sense. Does it make sense? I'm very similar. Yeah. If I give you a note for one bit, try not to overthink it and think it's for the whole thing because it isn't. It's just for that one bit. Okay. So well done. Really, really well done. Thanks, Dasha. Thanks, everyone. I know some of you might have to go. I know we're overrunning. But good. Well done. Keep working on that. Just work on, there was one more thing as well, actually. All teams. Just say a circular was sent to all teams.
All teams.
Yeah, all teams. Again, teams. It's quite teams. Quite flat and high. Teams.
Teams.
Can we enjoy the E sound a bit more? Teams. Better, thank you. Yeah, when we're a team, we're all together. It's quite a nice word to say. So I think you can just enjoy it. It doesn't have to be as, even though it is a 1-syllable word, we can enjoy the vowel sound within it a little bit more, yeah? All teams.
All teams.
Yeah, good. Well done. Well done. And again, on that all, we're bringing it back here.
All.
We keep it at the front.
All teams.
All teams.
All teams.
Better. Well done. Really, really well done. So again, it's just being careful on those L sounds and the deliverables and valuable. We don't want to make it too throaty. Keep thinking forward and be really patient with yourself, Olga. The minute you feel yourself getting a bit like, oh, have a little shake off. I can tell like that will
Okay.
help you. And just be easy on yourself. I know it takes a lot of concentration, but we don't want that concentration tension to interfere with what we're doing, which I think is what's happening a little bit with
Pressure.
Exactly, exactly. And this is only you're only trying to sound British, We're not solving, we're not doing heart surgery, are we? So it's a simple little thing that we're working on, and you're doing a really, really great job. I'll leave that with you there, Olga. Have you got any other questions?
No, thanks.
Okay, well done. Really, really well done. Fantastic work. And then we've got Anastasia. Thanks, Eugene. Well done. I don't know if you need to go, just go. That's fine. Thank you so much. It's been lovely to see you. Go on, Anastasia, my love. And then we got Zala last
I'll
time.
just find in the text.
Yeah, sure.
After conducting a thorough survey of the department's progress, we identify key deliverables that need immediate attention. A circular was sent to all teams detailing next steps and addressing concerns raised by the questionnaires in the previous meeting. While some points were slightly exaggerated, the feedback remains valuable for moving forward efficiently. We estimate that the project will be completed in approximately 2 weeks, but we must remain mindful of the team's vulnerable position during this critical phase.
Fantastic, Anastasia. Really, really excellent work. Well done. Really, really well done. Vulnerable. I need that V to have a little bit more vibration within it. Okay, so
vulnerable. I was a little bit out of breath at the end.
Sure, exactly. Yeah, it can be hard to keep that breath going. Again, like when we do like our warm-ups and things, if we're doing like all these rib openers, it's really important to remember you've got a massive capacity. And yeah, it takes training, but like you can learn to speak longer on breath if you need to. So again, but for now, take breath where you need to. You don't have to be completely ironclad with the punctuation at this point. So good, well done. Vulnerable. So again, if you're running out of breath, that's probably not helping. So you do need a little bit more extra breath to push through to make the V. You're using your diaphragm more down here. So again, just try and engage that a bit stronger for me.
Vulnerable.
Yeah, good. If anything, I want the stress to be more on the V and less on the on. You're giving me vulnerable. I want
vulnerable.
Better, yeah, better. We still need to really acknowledge that V, otherwise it sounds like we're just saying vulnerable. And I don't know what vulnerable is, but I know what vulnerable is.
Vulnerable.
Good.
Got
Yeah,
it.
just make sure you got the V.
Vulnerable.
And again, don't be afraid. You saying vulnerable with the actual L in there. I mentioned it to someone earlier. We don't always articulate that. I feel like it could suit you and you could say that if you wanted to, but often it can just be vulnerable, which doesn't really acknowledge the L shape whatsoever.
Vulnerable. No, I'll get confused.
Yeah. Well, just practice both in your own time, but don't need to be rushed. Vulnerable. It's a subtle difference, but it's just something for you to play with if you would like to. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. There's another bit. We estimate. We estimate. Can we try that, please?
So there's no kind of merging, assimilation, not happening. It's clear.
Not at this point. It's more that instead of saying we, you're saying were, and we don't do that. So I want we estimate now.
We estimate.
Yeah, fantastic. We estimate.
We estimate.
Fantastic. Now let's squish them together a bit. We estimate.
We estimate.
Yeah, fantastic. It's just not cutting corners and saying were, because we never do, unless we're spelling with a child. We're not going to say that at any point. Good, lovely. What else did I write down? Was there any other bits that you were struggling with in particular that you want to just go over, actually?
No, they kind of when I speak at length, the breath. So then you just probably not. How was the and that sound? Was it kind of the same I did in the tongue twisters, or was it less?
We were a bit sibilant in the tongue twisters, weren't we? Is that what we were doing?
Yeah. It was
Yeah, no, I thought it was fine, to be honest. It didn't really come up at any point that I was like, oh, that doesn't seem
Okay,
quite
great.
well.
Yeah, I
It is,
hope so. I practiced in the
yeah, well
meantime.
done. It is just about being super mindful of it. But yeah, I don't think any, I'm just quickly scan reading it again. None popped up that made me
Okay, cool.
question
That's
it.
probably
Yeah,
I got what you mean. Yeah,
yeah.
I think I got it. Yeah.
Great, great. There's just one more thing I do want
Yeah.
to say to you. You've got like a good neutral shape with your mouth and your lips when you're speaking. What I'd
Yeah.
encourage you to do, I mean, even when I'm talking now, can you see how much my lips are moving? I'm doing a lot of
Yes.
there's a lot of
Yes.
engagement from all of my muscles. Of course, I'm a trained actor, so I'm going to use them all, but I think you can afford to play around a little bit more with
Mhm.
the smile kind of shape and
Yeah.
more rounding where you can use it. You've got it down
Yes.
and it's good, but I'd say you're almost cheating it a bit. You're sounding very British, which is great, but I want you to play with the shapes a little bit more so that you've got them in your repertoire ready to
And
use.
in the lips, not the shape of the mouth, but the lips as
It's
well.
more the lips need engaging a bit more. You've got the good
Yeah.
neutral, but then it's like if you smile and you're talking, or if there's some other shapes that you can employ more.
Yes.
For example, you might say more rather than more.
More.
And
Yes,
yeah,
I
your habit
know.
is to keep
I
it.
know. And also I know that I'm a kind of a bit of Steve, and I made an extra effort to say we, like,
Yeah. So
Okay,
all that extra
that's very good.
effort, I think you need to practice more.
Make them more strong and movable or, active. Got
Yeah,
it.
and just so you can learn to feel and isolate them more so that when you do mess up a word or you need help with a word, you can go, oh, well, I can see Pippa's doing this. So I
Yeah.
need my muscles to be able to do this as well. So it's as simple as that, really. But obviously it takes practice and time. But yeah, it's just developing more muscular strength and actually engaging other muscles and shapes rather than very cleverly, brilliantly being able to do it.
Avoid.
Yeah,
Thank you so
avoiding
much. That's spot on.
Yeah.
Some other people told me that, when I'm saying or, I'm not rounding up enough.
Yeah, and that again, all this stuff will trip you up further down the road if you don't know how to do it, or you're cutting corners there, intentionally or not, obviously. It sounds great. It's just then getting that extra detail in so that you can do even better moving forward.
Of course, yes.
Well
Perfect.
done.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Well done, Anastasia. Zali. Last but not least, again, my love. Well done. Well done. Let's have a go.
After conducting a thorough survey of the department's progress, we identified key deliverables that need immediate attention. A circular was sent to all teams detailing next steps and addressing concerns raised by the questionnaires in the previous meeting. While some points were slightly exaggerated, the feedback remains valuable for moving forward efficiently. We estimate that the project will be completed in approximately 2 weeks, but we must remain mindful of the team's vulnerable position during this critical phase.
Amazing. Well done. You have improved a lot since I've seen you, so really, really well done. I thought that was great. Fantastic effort. A few little things. Progress. Could we try progress instead of progress?
Progress.
Progress. Yeah, try again.
Progress.
Yeah. Good. Again, progress, I think, is a bit of an Americanism. And again, we might say progress, but I think maybe for you, progress is a good one. But have both available to you. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's easy to slip into some Americanisms, I think. And I think those sorts of things we've started stealing from America and in English. I don't know. Normally hear people say progress. We say progress. We're making great progress in this thing. So good. Anyway, another one for you that I wanted to work on, deliverables. Just say deliverables.
Deliverables.
Yeah. Again.
Deliver. Deliverable.
Yeah, really, really good. So again, you're doing a really good job in making sure that you're saying every syllable. But actually, again, on this one, I'm going to ask you not to. Rather than deliverables, can we just try deliverables? Deliverables. Again? Good. I think you might be covering the microphone. I can't quite hear you, but I think you're doing it right.
Deliverables.
Yeah, better, better. Well done. And good. You're not tapping your R either. I'd say you're picking up the pace a little bit, but you can still make it a little bit clearer. Deliverables.
Deliverables.
Yeah, tapped R came in a little bit there. Deliverables.
Deliverables.
Yeah, okay, good, good, good. So I think in avoiding the tapped R, you end up saying deliverables. But what I want is deliverables, deliverables. So it's like a 4-syllable word, but I don't want the tapped R creeping in. Deliverables, no, deliverables. Does that make sense?
Yes, I think. Deliverables.
Better, better. Just be careful we're not then going deliverables. Ra, ra. I want delivera, delivera.
Deliverables.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I want more of. Yeah. Makes sense?
Yes.
Good.
Okay.
So again, you were doing the right thing reading the word fully, but we would probably never say deliverables. Really. So yeah, good. Well done. Approximately. Just say approximately near the bottom.
Approximately.
Yeah, approximately.
Approximately.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's fine. That's better than approximately. Yeah, I think approximately. Approximately.
I'm not comfortable with the word valuable.
Yeah, okay. We'll come to valuable. Just say approximately one more time.
Approximately.
Yeah, approximately. I feel like there's something missing, but I'm not sure what it is. I think you're doing it spot on, to be honest. Approximately. One more time.
Wait. Approximately.
Yeah, approximately. Yeah, I think the stress is right. I'm not sure if before something else was stressed, but yeah, approximately. It's normally on that P, the prox, that would kind of stress a little bit. But you're doing it right. I think I'm just being nitpicking and I'm not actually sure what I wanted to pick up on that one. Okay, so valuable. Valuable. Just say valuable for me a few times.
Valuable. Valuable.
Yeah. Okay, valuable. So again, it's spelt valuable. Valuable. If anything, valuable. I would say valuable. Valuable.
Valuable.
Yeah, yable almost. Try again. Say that again.
Valuable.
Excellent. Good. And your V, you gave me some V there. That's the other thing I would say that was maybe missing. Making sure that top lip and the bottom lip and the teeth connect to make the V. You did that much better then. Well done. So yeah, let's just try again. Valuable.
Valuable.
Yeah, excellent. Bull. And I guess on the bull, similar to what we've done with some other people, we don't want it to kind of come, even though it is a dark L, we don't want it to come too throaty. Valuable. Valuable. If anything, keep thinking forward and towards your lips and making sure it's a little bit lighter in delivery. Valuable.
Valuable.
Yeah.
Valuable.
Yeah. Lovely. It's a subtle difference because you weren't doing it too throaty, but I think it was starting to go back there. So I want to keep it a bit more forward. Does that make sense? Did it feel better? Does it feel more confident now?
Valuable. Yes.
Yeah. Excellent. Really, really good. To be honest, I didn't write anything else down. I feel like there was maybe one more thing. Just say questioners. I feel like that was maybe.
Questioners.
Yeah, no, fabulous. Mate, I thought you did a really, really good job. Just keep playing around with it for you. I think you have improved loads since I last saw you. Everyone's obviously worked really, really hard and done well, but in particular, I feel like you've done a lot of improvement. So just keep practicing. And yeah, getting that dexterity in your shapes and things, and you'll be golden, my love. Have you got any questions?
No, thanks you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Well done. Right, guys. Woof. We overran a little bit more than planned, but hey, it's because I want all the time I can have with you. You all did amazingly well. Well done. Really good to see you again. And good luck with the rest of your training in your British accents. Hello, little one again. Welcome to the party.
Thank you so much, Pippa. It was amazing. All your lessons,
You're
absolutely
welcome.
amazing.
Good, thank you so much. Guys, it's all down to you and your practice and your hard work, and I can see that you've all been working really, really hard. So really excellent work. Just keep it up, keep trying to practice, maybe keep in touch with some of each other and do little practice sessions once the course is finished. And yeah, let me know how you get on. I'll send you some recordings as well if there's anything else useful I can find that might be good for you. I'll send you some other little trainings and things. But yeah, for now, just enjoy the rest of your weekend, the rest of the course, and I'll hopefully see you soon. Well done.
Well done.
Thank
Thanks a
you.
lot.
Bye.
Thank you. Well done. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Great effort. You're all amazing.